Good evening, my darling batlings, and thank you for the 33-month in a row 33-month total, 24-month in a row. That is exactly 2 years in a row. Subscriptions, yep. JKR. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, I'm being joined tonight by JKR and Nico Belmont.
Greetings.
Hey, all.
And sorry for taking off my past couple streams. I just out of nowhere started feeling really sick. Turns out it was probably a side effect from my COVID shot. I'm back to normal now, and I'm excited to get back into Crisis Core because I'm enjoying what I've seen of it so far. Going to try and actually focus on, digesting the story this time. Because there was a lot of yapping going on between all of us during the first Crisis Core stream.
Which I do apologize for.
No, that's not you. That's just what happens when a bunch of us talkative nerds get together.
Pretty much.
And you'll be happy to hear, Nico, that we're doing more Sonic Frontiers on Sunday.
Okay, I definitely look forward to that.
Yes, we're nearing the end of the base game, and then we'll also have the DLC to do.
Oh, God. Alright.
So with that being said, let us, first of all, turn the capture card audio on so I don't start, another good, 10-15 minutes without it.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
Then let's, switch on over to the gaming scene and, get the game booted up.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, okay, so if I remember correctly, you took down Ifrit, and
yes, we finished chapter 2, and we're picking up right at the beginning of chapter 3.
Everyone's real happy.
Okay, so all you fought was Ifrit. Okay.
Well, chapter 2 is the one where well, yeah, that was that Ifrit? That was
Our family's honor.
Bahamut. Ifrit is chapter 1.
Oh, right.
Just a little.
Because I'm thinking about, because I know there's 2 Bahamuts in this game. There's the normal one, and then
it was the
pain
normal
in the ass
Bahamut.
one.
Where?
Okay, so you haven't fought the pain in the ass one yet. All right.
Nope. But we found out that Angeal has joined up with Genesis.
Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Alright.
The soldier floor in the Shinra building features a training room and a material room. New missions are sometimes available in these rooms, so drop by from time to time. Oh, don't you worry, I'll be doing all the side quests that I can.
In other words, get your free shit so you don't die later on.
Exactly.
It is off limits, even for you, Mr. Soldier. But I, being the coward that I am, cannot muster the courage to enforce this prohibition.
I like that the troopers just straight up what am I gonna do to stop a soldier from barging in? I am but a normal mook.
Thus, whether to enter...
Oh, don't mind me. I just have an assault rifle, but this guy here has magic and can summon gods. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that.
He's like, this room is strictly off limits, but I ain't gonna stop you. I'm a coward.
Look, if somebody can summon a giant dragon that can shatter the world, I don't want to mess with them either.
That's before we get into the kind of stuff that Sephiroth's capable of in Final Fantasy VII with,
Hey, Zack.
Supernova.
So.
Yeah, meteors, I want to say Pale Horse, Scintilla, one, Heartless Angel.
On TV, they only talk about Sephiroth's...
Oh man, Zack got snubbed. The news doesn't even talk about his contribution to ending the Wutai War.
Heroes are chosen by the media.
Well, what do you expect? They focus on the main guy that people want to hear about.
It's almost like that's what the news does all the time, and always has.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Anyway, need to pick up my stuff from the lockers. I got a star pendant.
Ooh, nice.
Not to be pedantic, but
Boo!
I'm not even gonna grace that. No.
That joke was bad. You should feel bad.
Joke's on you. I always feel
Mrs.
bad.
Mint and Mrs. Ember Pilkington both shook their heads in disappointment.
Ah, is that a Professor Hojo I see?
Oh God, Hojo.
Whoopstead of the fuck is calling me at this time of hour? Hold on.
Oops, the fuck. So, this past weekend, JKR, me and Lulu went to a farmer's market that was basically almost the same thing as a D&D bazaar.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was actually pretty interesting. They had homemade crepes over there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we didn't expect to get one, but her mom was like, "Would you guys like one?" And I'm like, And then of course, as soon as Lulu saw Nutella and strawberries, I'm like, okay, I'm screwed. Yeah, I got an omelet crepe because they didn't have like a cheesecake crepe. I know they had a cheesecake one before, but it was like, I'm like, if they had that there, then that's it. I'm done. I'm ordering one, and that is it. Cheesecake is one of my weaknesses. So what have you been up to? I haven't been on in a while, so I've been interested on how you've been.
I've had a friend over for the weekend, and oh my god, is this guy talkative as hell?
Oh god, he chewed your ears off, didn't he?
That, and he basically wanted to go to several different stores while he was in town. So, like, we went over to the local Target, which, you know, not complaining too much there. I managed to snag something I was after.
Okay.
He managed to find a, what was it? The, one of the detachment units for the Technodrome from, like, the TMNT, classic stuff.
Oh, nice.
Then we went over to Toy de Jour, which is the local shop around here, which I found, like, we had just gone there the day before. We got some stuff, and then, of course, he wanted to go. He wanted to go back, and I'm just like, okay, fine. And I found another ship to add to my collection, so I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll take this starship. It's only like $18, so I was like, okay, yeah. It turns out it was the Zerg mothership from Lightyear. So I was like, hey, it's, the color scheme. The color scheme actually looks good. I like the way the ship is overall designed. So I'm just gonna repurpose.
Yes, congrats on your Zerg ship, my dude. Congrats.
Thank you.
I'm back. That was a pain in the ass to get in touch with the person who was calling me because my calls would not go through, no matter what I did, until they randomly decided to go through. Fucking hell.
Technology, it is only good. It's only good when it wants to work.
That's the real reason why the Verizon commercials were, you know, back in the day were famous for having the guy constantly saying, "Can you hear me now?" It's not because, like, I mean, they'll try to spin it as, like, oh, that's the competitor's coverage versus our coverage. I'm like, no, that's Verizon. I say this as someone who's only ever used Verizon.
I've only used AT&T, and Yeah, I think AT&T and Sprint.
I use AT&T for my internet, and I use T-Mobile for my cell phone, my cell carrier.
There you are.
Anyway, Hojo.
Let us begin the experiment.
Huh? Experiment?
Look, Hojo, I don't know what kind of experiment you want, but no.
Just make your
He doesn't even look Zack in the eye. Like, Hojo, that is one of your creations, and you don't even have the fucking courtesy to look at him.
Not without knowing what for.
I can't unhear Hojo from the Machina Bridge.
You wouldn't
I need to rewatch the Machina Bridge, because I've just forgotten most of... Like, I got through Season 1, and then I just forgot everything that happened in it. Like, none of it stuck with me.
They have a video where they have all the episodes from all seasons in one video.
Yep.
So probably like a good idea for like the Discord to have a video thing with.
Sure.
scenario.
Don't know who's making so much noise out there. Why? I know who it is, but I ain't gonna name names.
Now, my precious virtual data.
I will
Yeah,
say,
just,
I like
yeah,
that. I
that's
like
still-
this Hojo more than when Paul Lighting voiced Hojo
When did Paul Lighting voice Hojo?
in Dirge of Cerberus.
Oh, okay. See, I've only beaten Dirge Cerberus once, and I gave the game to
And
Lulu,
I think he
and Lulu
also
fell head
voiced
over
him in
heels
the
love
original
with it.
Crisis Core. Remember, this uses Remake's voice cast.
Yeah,
Did you say something?
I haven't played the original Crisis Core again since it came out, and Dirge of Cerberus I only beaten once, and then I gave the game to Lulu, and Lulu fell in love with it.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
That was quick.
Yep. It's almost like that was really easy.
This can't be. With a setting.
Sarcasm is unbecoming of you, you know that, right?
Heh, you said
Yes,
coming.
Or maybe I'm just playing better than your data?
Just let it go, Belmont. Just let it go.
Fight this next monster.
Yeah, you don't want to argue with her tonight.
To me.
You don't want to argue with me in general, Nico, because you're probably gonna lose, or at least lose brain cells in the process.
Well, joke's on you. Between you and Lulu, I've already lost a ton of brain cells already. And I am always open to a challenge, and you know this.
So what you're saying is you're like Stinko Man from Homestar Runner. Are you asking for a challenge?
Oh, nothing. Now.
You clearly forget how stubborn us Belmonts are.
Oh, trust me. From the fact that a couple of yours have killed my dad a couple times, you know, I get the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Wait a second.
They also
I
wrote his name wrong in the compendium. His name's not Allrox, it's Orlok.
I already fixed that already.
I'm curious. I thought the Belmonts went specifically after.
Oh yeah, there was a
Dracula
period in, I think it was like what, 1775. Whenever
Between 1775 and 1800s.
like there was a period
It's between there.
It was when Symphony of the Night happened that Count Orlok, under the wrong name Count Allrox, was a resident of the castle and was slain by Richter Belmont on his way to was slain by Alucard on his way to fight Richter Belmont, which was
I will
a
tell
whole,
you.
like, stupid scheme devised by Shaft to revive Dracula before his revival period.
I will tell you this, JKR. Dracula may be the main focus, but it's not the only vampire we hunt. We hunt a multitude of creatures of the night, and there are some creatures that are just as strong as Dracula or weaker, and there's only one other creature that surpasses Dracula, and that is one creature that we have not slain or found yet.
Is it Galamov? Is it the Forgotten One? Is it the Time Reaper?
It's chaos. It's chaos.
Ah, yes, Chaos.
Oh yeah,
AK
chaos.
Ended up being, which apparently in another universe ended up being slain by some dude named Jack.
Yeah. Apparently there is go ahead. You have something to say?
Yeah, I'm like I know of chaos. Dude's got these fucking like apparently last I heard he was held up on Planet Dread. He's got these death crystals coming out of his back.
There are many different kinds of chaoses in the multiverse and universe. The one I talk about is the literal core of Dracula's castle itself, and is able to basically assimilate and convert any and all that enter its realm under its power. And if you're not strong enough to resist it, it could shatter your soul instantaneously.
It's the thing that makes Castlevania worth a damn.
What?
Pretty much, and apparently every person, human or otherwise, is dumb enough to try to take the power for themselves, but unfortunately, they cease to exist and just become more fuel for the beast.
You know, I wonder if Hojo has something against dogs, because 90% of the things he's been saying to kill me are some variety of dog.
I mean, look at Red 13.
Conflict resolved.
True, but he's more like a lion than a dog.
Magnificent.
But yeah, like
Hey,
I said,
Shadow Dragon, how you doing?
Hello, Shadow Dragon.
Hey, Shadow Dragon.
I completely missed that new Ninja Gaiden game came out, and it's on sale with a PlayStation Plus discount, so I could pick it up in a couple days.
How much is the discount?
With the discount, I don't know the percentage of the discount, but with the discount, it's like $23. And it is a, like, retro-styled, 2D side-scrolling platformer that's supposed to bridge the NES games with the, like, Xbox onwards games.
Not really a town.
Ooh, that's nice.
Finally
But yeah,
putting
so
some sort
good.
of canon to Ninja Gaiden to bridge those two unbridgeable gaps.
You should be
Pretty much. But no, JKR. Apparently, actually,
years.
Ari as well, or Maxine, or
I still go by
Maxine,
Ari in both forms.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm just making
Arikado's
sure.
a nickname.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm trying to not like assume, but apparently, there's a rumor, Nostradamus' prophecy or whatever, in the year of 1999.
By the
Dracula will be killed permanently, and a boy will be born to inherit his powers.
Look, legally, I'm not allowed to say whether or not that happened.
I mean, I don't even know if it happened myself. Again, you forget, I'm part of the year of, I'm like in the year of 1870 something.
Like, I'm not allowed to disclose particular details about that out of fear of, you know, like, mysteriously disappearing without a trace.
Well, the worst that would probably happen to you is the fact that Aeon or Saint Germain would just come out of nowhere and try to kill you. But again, it is best not to mess with the time stream or the multiverse in that way, shape, or form. Things will reveal to themselves over time.
Shadow Dragon in chat was playing Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which is the new Ninja Gaiden game. It's made by Game Kitchen, the same people that made the Blasphemous games, which I've never played, but I've heard good things about. And Ryu is in it, but he's your master. Interesting. Not often that I can think of 3 games in total where Ryu is like either a deuteragonist or just not the main character. And those are, you know, not counting, like, expansion pack missions that let you play one mission as a different character, like we saw in Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Those are, well, this, Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, which no one talks about. You can thank, you can thank the con man himself, Keiji Inafune, for Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. And parts of Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword.
Not that one.
Where you play as... Parts of that where you play as, God, I've forgotten her name already, but it's the one that, Cloud Sato's a fan of. The one that's like, Ryu's apprentice, sort of. Starts with a K, I think.
Katrina?
No.
Catherine?
No, she's Japanese.
Such as yourself.
Okay. Like I said, I've only played, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 on NES. Not really have touched much of the newer Ninja Gaidens.
Momiji, that's who it is. I was off on what letter it started with. It was Momiji.
Oh God.
Who you play as in parts of Dragon Sword.
I have been thinking about trying to do Ninja Gaiden without my vision, like the first NES game, to see how well I could do, but...
Good luck!
Yeah, I know. I played it with my vision. The farthest I've ever gotten is 6-3, and then I game overed flat out.
Alright, he's got super special virtual data cooked up that's totally gonna get Zack this time.
Worthy of my attention.
I believe that. This is like, what, Chapter 3, Hojo? You're not busting out all the good stuff yet.
You know, I also like the attention to detail with how they textured Hojo's hair to make him look really greasy.
Now,
Like, he's kind of a greasy, creepy kind of
Hojo
guy.
is definitely the kind of person who thinks that showering is optional.
Yeah, basically Hojo is... He's the greasy slime ball that is creepy as all get out.
Oh, it's just a behemoth. Oh, I can handle this. Ah! Maybe I can't handle this. Motherfucker, will you let me move?
Look, just be careful of meteors, okay?
It's experiment number 88, which just happens to look exactly like a
behemoth.
Like a behemoth. Just happens to
look
and act exactly like a behemoth.
I was gonna say, how in hell did Hojo capture a behemoth?
I mean, a behemoth is like the tutorial boss enemy of this game, remember?
Yeah, but you forget, I'm used to King Behemoth in Final Fantasy XIV, and Behemoth being a very powerful enemy in Final Fantasy in general.
Yep, and in here it's just, you know, a mini-boss, basically.
Yeah.
One moment, guys. I gotta disconnect and reconnect. I'm having some issue.
Oh, take your time.
Okay.
But I do love in 14, you can get Behemoth as a mount, like, right at the beginning of the game.
Okay, there we go. That fixed it.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
We seem to be having some technological differences.
The Twitch and the internet is on fire. Please stand by.
The world's on fire.
Discord
Please.
This time.
It was GPU issues, driver stuff. Discord still refuses to cooperate.
Yeah. Like, I could hear you guys and everything. I could hear you clear as day. The issue was that the stream footage that you were sharing, Ari, that is what...
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, I wasn't sure, so like... Yeah.
Yeah, this has happened before,
But
and
yeah.
I've explained it before, and it's up to Discord to get their shit together, but they refuse to. Especially now that they've got a new CEO who broke everything day one.
Like, yeah, this is probably Hojo right about now.
I mean, it's the same with Xbox. Their party stuff and everything else is like not even working properly, anyways.
I mean, Xbox in general is on fire right now. The entire brand is sinking, and they're trying to salvage it by being like, oh, everything's in Xbox now. Like, you can play Xbox games on everything. It totally doesn't devalue the whole point of buying an Xbox.
The fact that they're also trying to cut out the fact that you can buy movies on the Xbox now they're trying to cut that out, and I'm like,
Well,
why?
Yeah, PlayStation already abandoned that with the PS5, straight up revoking people's access to movies that they bought.
Oh, that's fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, and I use my Xbox for movies because, again, not a lot of my consoles have talkback due to my vision, so it's just like,
Yeah.
ugh.
My whole thing is
no,
like, if you're going to shut down the whole thing of like being able to buy and watch movies on Xbox, then why do you still have new releases upcoming on it?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And why are you like not just putting everything on the movies section? Like, just make it so people can't buy anything on there anymore until it shuts down. Like, that's what Nintendo did when they shut down the Wii Shop channel, was they made it so you couldn't add credit cards or Wii points to your account to prevent you from buying stuff.
Yeah. Ironic enough, the Behemoth, by the way, Ari, in Final Fantasy XIV, Behemoth can fly.
Well, a car can fly in Final Fantasy XIV as well.
Yeah, but seeing a Behemoth fly is an image.
You see, my introduction to the Behemoth was in Kingdom Hearts 1, because remember, I didn't grow up playing Final Fantasy.
I mean, that's fair. The first time I ever saw the Behemoth was, God, I want to say either Final Fantasy 3 or Final Fantasy 7. One or the other.
Which Final Fantasy 3? Keep in mind, there are two Final Fantasy 3s.
The Japanese one.
Okay.
The one for the NES. Because Crystal Tower, I think somewhere like near the end of Final Fantasy 3 NES, there is a Behemoth you fight.
Soldier sometimes runs Mako Stone excavation missions.
I don't remember. Then again, I could be thinking about the wrong thing, so...
I've heard nightmares about the Crystal Tower. I mean,
The
horror
nightmares,
stories, not nightmares.
The thing that sucks about it is you could only save on the overworld. And if you do, and since that, if you want to save, you have to trek all the way back out, and from there all the way through to the to the World of Darkness, there is no saving. If you die, you're doing all that tower again.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people nowadays recommend you play the Pixel remasters, because one thing they added was mid-dungeon save points.
Yeah, I would agree. I played both the NES and the Nintendo DS versions, and I can safely say the Nintendo DS version's way worse.
Yeah, also because the DS version... I don't know if this is the same for the NES version, but the DS version uses spell charges for magic instead of MP.
It's basically the same as Final Fantasy 1's rule list. It's basically...
Which is just advanced D&D.
Yeah, it's basically spell slots.
And
have
also...
a number of spell slots per day.
I say this as someone whose first Final Fantasy that they owned was Final Fantasy 3 for the DS. Also, you know, you can switch jobs whenever you want, but when you first switch that job, you're gonna suck at that job until an arbitrary period after where you stop sucking at that job.
Okay, I can admit one thing. I don't mind that in a way, because I can understand, like, okay, you played a mage for a good while, but now you're swapping to like a physical attacking job. To me, it's like, you practice so much with magic, you're not really that adept with a sword, so you have to get back into it or learn.
No, I'm not even talking about like job levels or anything like that. I'm talking about like basically a status effect that happens when you switch between any two jobs. I'm explaining this more so for people that haven't played the DS version. Like when you switch jobs, you get like a debuff at first when you take on that new job, no matter how proficient in that job you are.
Yeah, because your character, your character still has to get used to, your character has to, like, get back into the swing of things. That's basically the idea. It's not like you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to be a ninja, and then I'm going to swap over to a sage and be automatically good at casting automatically.
Like, I can totally understand, you know, an in-world justification for it. But as a gameplay mechanic, it just
Oh, it's a pain in the ass, yeah.
As a gameplay mechanic, it just encourages you to be like, oh, then I'm just going to stick to one job the whole time and not experiment.
Yeah, plus sticking to one job the entire time is just going to get you killed because there's a lot of areas that either need you to shrink and you have, like, no physical attack. So you really have to be good at, like, discerning, like, what jobs you want to play. I think when I beat the game, I had Paladin / Knight, Sage, a Ninja, and Dark, and I think a Dragoon.
Dragoon these nuts.
Pretty much. Look, it's better than playing 2 sages and 2 ninjas and just cheaping out the bosses that way.
I mean, if you really want to cheap things out, you know what you do?
What?
You do what the Irate Gamer did in his review of Final Fantasy III for the DS and just use an action replay to give you infinite health and infinite MP. He actually he did not acknowledge that he did that. He just left it in the footage.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I will be your RB. I will be RB because the package was delivered. Also, same Shadow Dragon. The only Xbox I had was a 360, and I still have my 360.
I have owned every generation of Xbox so far, but I haven't owned, like, all the different models of them. Like, I've got a Series S, and I mostly use it for, like, emulation stuff and certain backwards compatible games. Because, like, every Xbox game is cross-platform now on either PC or PlayStation. So there's no point to get it on Xbox.
Also, I have to be disappointed at the fact that why use a Game Shark in a game like there's no what I get it, but
like he didn't acknowledge that he used the Game Shark, but you could tell from his footage because all of his party stats were like all 9s.
Even though the cap for the party stats in most of the Final Fantasies is 256.
It's almost like the Irate Gamer is known for being very bad at reviewing video games. In addition to plagiarizing the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Well, yeah.
And nowadays, after he ended the Irate Gamer just to continue the Irate Gamer again, he's known for, one, having an alt account where he does, like, absolute brain rot kids content, and for being like a wild conspiracy theorist / ghost behaviorist. He's not a ghost hunter, he's a ghost behaviorist. He studies the behavior of ghosts. He doesn't hunt ghosts. Despite the fact that he's written books called Ghost Hunting 101.
Yeah, you showed me a video about that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I showed you a video parodying that, but, like, he claims to have talked to the ghost of George Floyd.
Oh my god.
And he also claims to have witnessed, like, large YouTubers and YouTube staff at YouTuber events doing satanic rituals.
Can you leave that with us, possibly? We can make it into materia.
Not
and claims that the reason his channel is stagnated is not because his content sucks and he's a shitty person, but because YouTube is actively trying to silence him from exposing the truth about them.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright.
Wow, the bitrate really went to shit right now. I don't know what's going on. Twitch, you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Twitch is probably on fire.
Generate materia.
Alright, time for the most unfitting use of Let the Battles Begin.
All hands, confirm status.
Let me guess, you're beating up some trash mobs?
No, I'm watching materia get made.
Ready, sir.
Oh.
Why does this song play here?
Main engine is on standby. Just give the word.
I mean, to prove how intense it is to make actual magical materia using the live stream and Mako energy.
Concentration rate at 20, 30, 40. Steady at 50%.
Increase main engine output. The first 30 seconds of the process is crucial.
Aye, aye, sir. Output 80%.
Ay. It's one thing after another. I'm gonna step out of the call because I am just getting way too overwhelmed with everything going on around here.
Okay.
Miles wants to know if he can sneak in, so I'm
Yes,
gonna
of
let him
course he
take my
can.
place if that's okay.
He doesn't have to ask.
Yeah, he can.
I keep telling him he
Look,
doesn't have to
JK.
ask.
JKR, just take care of yourself, man, okay?
I'll try.
Look, if you need anything, me and Lulu and Ari are always here for you, dude.
I appreciate it. I just right now. I just need, I just need quiet is what I need.
Okay.
Yeah, go get some rest.
All right, later, guys.
Later.
At 120%. 1 minute until we reach critical.
Miles, of
Look,
course
if you're-
you can hop in. You don't have to ask. If I call the group call that you're in, of course you're welcome to join.
I will summon the almighty Charizard. And sure enough, he appeared.
Yes, he did.
Hang on, we're almost there.
Look, okay, I had a nephew. I still wanted to ask.
I mean,
Had
fair,
a nephew at past tense?
No, he's downstairs.
I was about
He
to
had
say,
a
what
nephew
happened to the
over.
nephew if that was past tense?
He's downstairs. Hey, Shadow Dragon.
I
Miles.
was thinking this was going to go something like
Main engine.
like just this random jab at himself that Lonnie Pator put in one of the later Dragon Ball Z Abridged commentaries, where he was like, I had a nephew, and then he's like, oh, the nephew didn't die or anything, I just got divorced.
Oh god. How are you, Miles?
I'm sad, honestly. And it's nothing negative. It's just that Veronica Taylor's not going to CollectCon anymore.
Aw.
Oh.
I'm being yelled for.
From your Mako stone.
I'm sorry.
Belongs to you. Actually, it's been a long time since we made any materia here in the materia.
I mean, it's okay, my dude.
He had to step away for a second.
Okay.
Like everyone.
I didn't hear. Okay, I didn't hear. Sorry.
And all of that
Look,
just to
without-
get an Esuna materia.
You guys couldn't have made like a biomateria or a white all or black all materia. You got to give us an Asuna materia.
I mean, it
How
was
intense
just
that-
one materia stone from a level 1 mission.
I know, but at the same time, with how intense that cutscene was, I was expecting something a little more oomph.
And then that was from a spirit materia stone, Mako stone, sorry. Then the next one's a vitality Mako stone.
Okay.
I'm not doing level 2
So I'm
missions
assuming-
yet until I level up some more and get... Basically until I get the Soldier First Class armor so I can equip more materia at once.
So you don't die so easily.
Yes. Also
Okay.
need to check my mail. From Lazard, our new direction. Soldier members, I thank you for your daily hard work. Upon receiving a report on an unspeakably tragic incident, I find myself thinking about parental bonds. Just as happiness can be found in non-biological ties, parent and child can be unhappy even if tied by blood. The difference is whether or not whether there are feelings of respect and appreciation. Without them, ill blood is born. Ill blood is prone to lead to tragedy, and ill blood sometimes affects our missions. While Soldier must always execute our missions quickly, we must also focus on risk prevention in the future. That's a lot of words to say nothing, Lazard. And now from Kunsel, Angel in White. Have you seen a guy wearing a white coat and glasses with dark hair and a ponytail? That's Hojo, head of the science department. He rose to the top when he established the method for creating enhanced soldier operatives. It was more than 20 years ago that scientists vying for the top spot apparently had a fierce mudslinging feud. Hojo is in the training room now. I wonder what he could be studying. Maybe I'll sneak into the training room later. Already took care of it, Kunsel. Alright, from Shinra News, President's Declaration. We hereby declare the end of the war with Wutai. Worthy of notice, Sephiroth, soldier first class, whose contributions were instrumental in bringing about a peaceful resolution with a minimum of casualties. The end of this war marks the beginning of distribution and further development of Mako throughout all regions. The Shinra Company is dedicated to these goals and will continue to achieve them by any means possible. President Shinra.
If you mean by peaceful disposition and using a 9-foot katana, then okay, sure.
And another from Lazard about at the end of the war. Soldier members, I thank you for your daily hard work. The long war has finally come to an end, all thanks to the heroic efforts by Sephiroth and everyone in Soldier. However, the air around Shinra remains tense. Threats from powerful armed forces and anti-Shinra elements are too numerous to list. We could deem these distortions born out of Shinra's meteoric rise to glory, and we as members of Shinra must always face these distortions with integrity. I hope you keep this in your hearts as you continue in your duties. Heh, you said duties. Alright, I believe that's all the side missions we can do for now. Now we need to go to the elevator.
Okay.
Because I believe Kunsel wanted to meet us. No, I went the wrong way. I have to go to the director's office.
But no, on the topic of the Crystal Tower thing from Final Fantasy III, oddly enough, that raid in 14 is my favorite because it captures like the entire thing. I'll wait till the cutscene's finished.
Hey, I got that promotion.
Huh.
Nice.
I thought I'd be happier.
Understandable. Too much happened too fast. Zack, I'm afraid I need your assistance again.
Are you pushing another assignment on me?
My apologies.
Whatever.
I'll fill you in, Zack.
Sephiroth is the top of his class in Soldier, despite not wanting to do any of the work. Push it off onto the new guy.
I mean, if you got the status and you got the face of the company, he could pretty much get away with it.
It's almost like it's a company or something.
That's what I'm not even gonna do that.
You can now equip 6 materia.
If I remember correctly, you have like 2 equipment slots, right? Aside from your weapon, which is accessory and armor.
No, you only have the 1.
Wow.
In the flesh. As Soldier First Class, you are now authorized to use Materia Fusion.
Whoa! So what do I do?
First, open the main menu. You should now be able to select Materia Fusion. Now, try fusing these 2 materia. That should give you a general idea of how the process works.
You receive 1 fire and 1 blizzard materia.
If you have any questions, just let me know.
I love how, from what I've seen of materia fusion in this game, which works, as a Kingdom Hearts fan, it works similar to, like the command deck fusion stuff from Birth by Sleep. Except, like, the fusions you make don't really make logical sense to me. It's like, yes, let me combine fire and blizzard, and it makes thunder.
That makes, okay.
Or like, I combine fire and thunder, and it makes blizzard.
Okay, the fire and blizzard being hot and cold clashing, I would assume just makes lightning, but fire and thunder making ice, no.
Or like I combine fire and HP up and it makes barrier.
That makes a little sense because then you can make defense against magic.
There are some that make sense, like, combining fire with, like, a physical attack gives you, like, fire blade or something like that.
I'm assuming if you combine fire and fire, you basically get fire's second evolution.
Not necessarily. Like, I've got a mastered fire materia here with a level 2 fire materia here, and it just makes another mastered fire materia, but adding their, like, magic plus stats together to make a mastered fire materia that gives me +5 to my magic stat.
So basically, it just makes you hit harder with magic.
Yeah, but if I want, like, Fyra, I have to combine it with a different materia, and I don't know what it is, because I can't exactly look up a guide, and a lot of these just make negative sense.
Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I combined this mastered fire materia with a mastered assault twister, and I get Fyraga Blade. So just top tier fire physical attack in Chapter 3 of the game.
I mean, do you feel like you could use it right now?
With a 24 AP cost at my current level, no.
No. Oh, right. Again, I keep forgetting because it's like physical skills take action points, whereas magic takes MP. Okay.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm spoiled with Final Fantasy XIV when they took away technique points in placement of just, hey, every class can use MP.
Yeah. They also took away, like, physical attacks having, like, their own, basically, stamina points in favor of just having them have a cooldown.
Yeah,
What'd I
it's more...
not much, apart from, Zack is now Soldier First Class.
And we gained the ability to fuse materia.
Yes, which is what I'm doing now.
But,
Ari, did you get promotion?
I got the promotion!
oh, jeez. But no, the whole global cooldown... Actually, no, the cooldown and global cooldown thing was still a thing. I think it's just...
Well, there was a cool... They did have the global cooldown already. It's just that they had another, like, meaningless stat for you to keep track of just to try and, like, make melee or, like, physical classes have, like, basically their own version of MP to keep track of.
Not to my knowledge.
They did like years ago, like PS3 days of Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah, that was TP.
Okay, then we were talking about the same thing. But like not
yeah.
But like it's good that they got rid of it. Because
it was useless. Because it took well, here's the thing as well. If you wanted to sprint, you lose all your TP in favor of running for a good 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But with it being MP, which I like, classes like Paladin and Dark Knight, in my opinion, become a lot more fun because I like juggling the utility around because it makes tanking less boring.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because Dark Knight hits like a truck, as long as you know how to balance blood gauge with magic points. If you could do that, then it's amazing. Plus, it's better from when Dark Knight first came out because it was like, okay, you're actually eating your own HP resource to do abilities, and it made Dark Knight almost unplayable because you couldn't get back anything without the help of an actual healer. Although I do
think
miss
I'm
the
going to
ability Lone Survivor.
I think I'm gonna stick with that materia set for now.
What you running?
Basically I just, I kept all my base materia for now, like the ones it starts you out with, but I added, like I had swapped out Blizzard for Lightning earlier, and, now I put Blizzard back in there in addition to, not Lightning, Thunder. So I've got all my basic elements covered, and then I've also got Esuna on there.
Okay.
Because one thing I've noticed about this game is a lot of enemies like to poison you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a lot of enemies in Final Fantasy and VII in general.
Are you sure you know enough about materia fusion? I got it. It's simple, just mash the two together, and you get the new thing. You're acting like this is some kind of science.
What's up, Miles?
So just don't blow something up.
Nah, that's during the materia creation process that they have to worry about that.
Some combinations and results.
It's hot AF, says Kier. It was actually not too hot here today. I got my YMCA membership today, so I can start going out to exercise in a nice climate-controlled environment.
Nice.
Good.
Me and Lulu have been talking about like either going to like a gym or YMCA ourselves.
I'm also getting my Twitch payout in probably sometime this week. And
Congratulations.
Between those, that and like the weekly $50 that my dad's been sending me to make up for like the cost of getting the new GPU that I'm still paying back my mom, which will end after this month. It should only be a couple more weeks until I'm able to like bypass needing to take donations for my new CPU and just get one.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I found a cheaper one that is an Intel CPU that pairs well with this Intel GPU. Like both from the same site.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. It's like a difference of $30, but you know, that's still $30.
Well, yeah.
And also, the one I wanted to get a hold of was an AMD CPU, and those are getting harder to get a hold of. Because everyone's realized AMD CPUs give you a lot of performance for less price than Intel ones.
Yeah, again, I don't really have a lot of expertise in computer building and like the parts to a computer, so
I'm also going with a cheaper one because I have to factor in also needing to cover the cost of getting thermal paste.
Oh, right, you're actually going to install it yourself.
I kind of have to. I don't have anyone here who can do it for me.
Okay, I didn't.
Like, I don't live in an area that has, like, a lot of computer shops I could take it to, and even if I did, this thing's massive. I can't carry it on my own.
Okay, fair enough.
It's made out of sheet metal. I can't lug this thing to my car.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I didn't know you didn't have any computer places around you, so that's why.
Yeah,
I
kind of live in like a downtown, middle of nowhere area right now. It's got a lot of local businesses, but like, and you know, it's got like a Walmart and stuff like that, but not like, you know, a lot of tech places. That's in like a couple towns over.
Yeah, there's a lot of like computer stores and tech
and
places.
And like when it comes to taking it to a computer store, I don't know how long it would take for them to install it, like if I would have to leave my PC there for a couple days or something, because I really can't go without it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the main. Well, the main thing is just, you know, this thing's big and bulky and unwieldy to carry. So,
in other words, it's a massive tower.
Yes, it is.
Oh man.
It's a massive tower. It takes up a lot of space too.
Yeah, the PC I sold recently was It's just like a on sale in-box beginner PC for gamers, because again, I really don't have the funds right now to fork over for like a $3,000 computer.
Yeah.
So
They're saying that
computer gaming
Angeal and Genesis were killed in action. Ha, we know that's not true. Well, a Genesis was killed in action, not the Genesis. And Console
Anyways.
went to go see Loveless. Genesis, KIA? Yeah, right. Who do they think they're trying to fool? Just got back from seeing the stage production of Loveless in Midgar. Genesis was a big fan, wasn't he? I don't usually care for classic drama, but it was pretty damn good. The guy is the hero in the original, but the play was more from the viewpoint of the girl who helps the guy. When I heard that last line, of course I'll come back to you, even if you don't promise to wait. I'll return knowing that you'll be here. Aw man, that's when I lost it and just started bawling. You know, as much as they hype up Loveless throughout the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, it's wild that we've never had an actual, like, performance or animation of it.
Good point.
or rather like a mini game, like with the parade or whatever.
Like, I mean, like, with how integral Loveless is to Genesis's character, apparently, it's wild that out of all the things they've defictionalized in Final Fantasy VII, as, like, real-world merch or real-world movies or things like that, they've never done Loveless, to my knowledge.
I don't believe they have. I'm not sure about that one, Chief.
The company has decided.
And yes, Loveless is in the original Final Fantasy VII.
This includes.
But you don't get to see the entirety of the play, just a segment of it.
The Shinra army will have.
But Miles, you had something you had to say?
They believe your
No, kind of, but not really. I don't know what your guys' responses were to the Veronica Taylor situation.
I mean, I'm bummed that she's not going, but that's about it.
To kill them?
Thinks I can't get my money back for the damn ticket.
Oh. Well, I mean, there's still probably gonna be stuff there you can do besides meeting Veronica Taylor.
An intruder.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for her because I think she said it was family issues and couldn't be on Twitter for a couple of days. So.
Oh, so she had a good reason to not show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, things happen, like, but at the same time, it's like there's always next time that she'll show up, and hey, you got stuff you could do at the place you're going to.
True.
It's not like she was the only guest that was gonna be there, right?
I mean, I've seen every other guest once at least.
Still, that it's nice to see them again.
That's very true.
Yeah, exactly.
Very true.
But look, just have fun, my dude. I mean, I hope you have fun.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I will.
Hurry up and deal with that.
That?
Deal with that.
Activating combat mode.
Okay, no
fine, we'll
disrespect
take
to
care of
Zack's
it.
voice actor from Remake onwards, but I'm really not impressed with his performance from the little bit he did in Remake, and with how he did in this game so far. Like, I feel like it's up to the direction, but, like, he either sounds too subdued or too over the top. There's no happy middle ground.
What was that?
So he's way too expressive, or way.
He's either
or
too
not
expressive
enough
or not expressive enough.
Okay.
There's no middle ground between the two. It's either, like, underacting or overacting.
There's no balance.
Yeah. Have a good night, Shadow Dragon.
What? You don't.
Have a good night.
That was an intruder neutralization mech.
But yeah, Miles. Tomorrow I go to my doctor to prove that I am blind, so I can get my what I need to get for myself.
Oh.
For once, I'm hoping that your vision doesn't magically come back.
Seriously.
Look. Here's the thing. If it comes back, I'll take it and just go back to work. And if it doesn't, then either way is fine. Like, I'm looking at this like whatever positive outcome I could take.
A scream? Is someone in there?
Oh, this is funny.
Wait. Oh god, that scream is. Oh god.
Yeah, the
Wait,
English
is this
dub in general in Crisis Core is very slipshod. Or at least in the remake of Crisis Core.
I still say it was a missed opportunity to not have Zack in Dissidia because both games were like on PSP.
Yeah. Then again, I don't know all that much about Dissidia other than it made Kefka into a walking meme. And,
Conflict resolved.
they did my girl Tifa good, apparently.
You're not with Soul.
They did. Like, they did. She's a combo monster. I'm sorry.
And apparently everyone's all the fandom is horny for Cloud of Darkness.
And I was just doing some maintenance.
Well, yeah, she is a literal walking naked demon.
All right, you got me.
Kefka is a meme in so many ways.
Oh, definitely, especially in NT where Ultimecia and Shantoto get into a cat fight, and Xdeath and Kefka, Bartz and I think Tina and Firion, they're trying to intervene. Both girls look at them and say, "Come near us and you die." Kefka looks freaked out. Like, he makes a very overexpressive face about this, and I'm just like, oh no.
Well, I mean, he is a clown. It would be wrong if he wasn't overexpressive.
Yeah, especially as a clown that wants everything to die.
Behind you. Huh?
Which I can understand why he thought that way.
Also, apparently his famous, like, rant of just saying hate, hate, hate over and over again is something that wasn't in the original Japanese, but the writer for the script of the original Japanese version was like, dude, that's better.
Yeah.
Because, like, apparently in the original Japanese script for Final Fantasy VI, Kefka's a lot more of just, like, your average, you know, generic bad guy. Whereas the English translation for Final Fantasy VI gave him a lot of the quirks that we now associate with him.
Well, yeah. Also the fact that he was a basic man who was infused with magic, and that infusion of magic warped and twisted his mind to where he just wants to either control everything or he wants to obliterate everything. And using the power of the Espers, he wants to achieve godhood to destroy everything.
You're a soldier. Suck it up.
And then wants to die himself.
Can we talk about how, like, if you have no idea what the story of Final Fantasy VI is, which is the perspective I'm coming into it from, only just knowing, like, the basic plot beats from some Call Me Johnny's review, to an outsider being like, he threw the entire world out of balance and sent it into, like, post-apocalyptic destruction by pushing 3 statues out of the positions that they were in, just, like, nudging them slightly out of the way. Like, that sounds like a comedy bit to anyone that hasn't played Final Fantasy VI.
I will say this. He is the one Final Fantasy villain that technically won in the end, despite losing to the heroes.
Oh, he did. He
did
win. He did win.
Yeah, he on a technicality, yes. I mean, he was still defeated. He didn't get a complete victory, but he did destroy the world like he wanted.
Yeah, he got what he wanted. It doesn't matter if he was defeated afterwards.
Massively?
Yeah. So afterwards, it didn't matter. He wanted to die himself and bring everyone with him. I mean, that was the point of the final battle.
So basically, you're saying him and the movie version of Professor Gerald Robotnik would get along great.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, the fact that the whole fight with Kefka in Final Fantasy XIV, especially the Savage raid version, it was amazing. Like, Dancing Mad, when you fight his god form, it is amazing. I love it. That is, like, I think the one raid I did legitimately at level cap, and barely succeeded. It was a nightmare to tank, I'll tell you that.
Here in chat, going back to an earlier thing you said about Dissidia, Kier said the cat fight is amazing.
Yes, it is, and all I gotta say is this: two queens just literally shutting down like their teammates is just hilarious. Like, you have a mage that dropped a meteor on an innocent village just for the fun of it, and you have a time witch that wants to like do whatever the hell she does in Final Fantasy VIII. It's hilarious.
I like how you summarize it as do whatever the hell she does in Final Fantasy VIII, because it's really hard. From my understanding, it's really hard to describe what she wants to do.
Look, I played Final Fantasy VIII, and she is one of the only villains I don't understand. I can never understand her. I'm sorry. Like, people can tell me I'm not a true Final Fantasy fan for saying that, but I don't understand her motive. I get it, she wants to like rule over time itself or something, but it gets way too convoluted, like even way more convoluted than the whole Final Fantasy I going back 2,000 years to stop the true villain, only to break an endless time loop.
At least it's not as complicated as BlazBlue's lore.
Oh god, no, we do not talk about that.
Because BlazBlue, you not only have to play all the games, you need to read a whole bunch of tie-in manga and novels that just weren't released outside of Japan.
Oh my god. I can't wrap my head around the BlazBlue lore. I just come for the gag reels and that's about it.
Well, you don't have to wrap your head around it anymore because it's basically finished. They've more or less confirmed that they're not going to make any more. After they tried making a BlazBlue gacha, it shut down after a year, and then the creator of BlazBlue left.
Oof. So we're never getting that BlazBlue versus Guilty Gear game.
Well,
shame.
There's no reason they couldn't, because ArcSys still owns both properties. It was that, and also Cross-Tag Battle not being the success that they wanted it to be.
Yeah, but also you have to understand getting voice actors for both Guilty Gear and Guilty Gear is not a problem. It's BlazBlue that's going to be the issue.
Like, they didn't even it was clear once they got Guilty Gear back that BlazBlue was something they were trying to just get over and done with, because Central Fiction didn't even get an English dub.
Well, then don't.
Agreed.
Wasn't that an issue with the English?
It wasn't a problem with any of the English voice actors. They all wanted to do it. There were no guild issues standing in the way. It was ArcSys wanted it out in time for EVO, so they saw the beloved English dub as something worth sacrificing so they can get it to that stupid tournament.
Yeah, right, EVO.
Hold on, I'm a-coming.
I still want to play Dissidia NT again, though. I played a very good Garland.
You've got to be kidding me! Sung, do something!
There's no need for concern.
Huh?
I've thought about streaming BlazBlue before, but the problem is, I play BlazBlue for the story. I know, I'm that guy / girl who plays fighting games for the story. But, I can't.
Nothing wrong with
I
that.
can't, because ArcSys can and will copyright strike me if I show so much as a cutscene from, any of the BlazBlue games. I would know, it's happened to me before.
Wait, what?
Yeah, ArcSys is, ridiculously copyright strike happy when it comes to people showing story content from BlazBlue, but not for, Guilty Gear.
Zack.
That's weird.
And only for the English dub, not for, the Japanese audio.
Oh, how generous.
And it's only for, like, certain things. Like, all the gag reels they'll go after. But, like, the, like, Teach Me Miss Lychee and Help Me Professor Kokonoe, they won't go after those.
I remember the freaking roulette with that character.
Like, it was to the point where, like, I had 2 of the gag reels uploaded on YouTube way long ago, like 2011, when I got my first, like, HD capture card. And not only were they some of the most viewed videos on my channel, all the comments were like, dude, I can't believe you haven't gotten copyright struck by Arc System Works for uploading these.
Oh boy.
And then eventually I did. And, you know, when you get a copyright strike from YouTube, they really want you to settle it without getting YouTube involved. So I sent an email to Arc System Works to, like, try and sort this out. See, like, hey, can you remove the strike on my channel? Because I haven't violated any copyright rules on YouTube. This is bullshit. And it basically came down to, we'll gladly remove the copyright strike on your channel if you remove all videos of BlazBlue story footage from your channel.
That's ridiculous.
And ultimately I had to concede. Because I ain't winning this.
Yeah, you're not, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. We still need to play a fighting game together, though.
Yes, and one of them has to be Sonic the Fighters.
Well, yeah, of course. I have that on my Xbox One, after all, so...
And I have it on Xbox as well.
Yep, so we'll definitely have to do a stream of us fighting each other.
Yep. The only rule is neither of us get to play as Jim Carrey, because that's just too broken.
Well, the online... Unless if it's local, the online lobbies do not allow you to play as Robotnik or Metal Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Those are automatically on the ban list. You will not be able to access them, even with code.
I find it funny that out of all of the fighting games, to have a built-in ban list for online play for, like, characters that are just too overpowered, so you can't play them online, it's Sonic the Fighters, and not any other fighting game in history with online play.
Well, to be fair, you've seen how Robotnik and Metal Sonic play already as an AI.
Oh yeah.
Imagine how they play as an actual human.
Oh, I've seen how Robotnik plays when controlled by a human, because I got sent down a rabbit hole a few months ago of, like, videos about the competitive scene for Sonic the Fighters, and there was like a whole, like, 20-minute documentary on the competitive history and in and out banning. Like, banning and unbanning of Robotnik in that scene.
Yeah, because Robotnik,
it all comes down to his, like, basic combo stream being basically impossible to properly block or interrupt or anything. It just, you can spam that over and over and you win the match.
Yeah, the only way like, it can't, like, if you block him with a barrier, he can't possibly break the barrier, but if the barrier is gone and you're hit by that, it's over. There's no knockdown, there is no iframe for that. It just, you get hit, that's it. Say goodbye to all your rings, it's done.
If I can get both of us set up with, like, Parsec or something so we can play some emulated games together online, I'm totally getting you into some of the Garbo fighters that I'm into, like Evil Zone or Dino Rex.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to try some of those.
There's a D&D fighting game that we should play together that was the former title holder for Mac McMuscle's Worst Fighting Game series. It held that title for, I think it was like 6 months, until the current reigning champ came along, which is the SNES version of Pit Fighter.
Oh boy.
Yes, please.
But
it would be
that
interesting.
fighting game, it had a troubled development, and it also wasn't supposed to be a D&D fighting game. It was developed as an original fantasy fighting game until, at the last minute, the publisher secured the rights to Ravenloft. You know, that universe of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. And they were like, okay, we know you've got this, like, basis for a fighting game built already. You've got all these characters made. But now we want you to make it a Ravenloft fighting game, and you've got, like, 3 months to do that.
Yeah, with all the stuff that happens in Ravenloft, good luck. I was gonna say, another game I need to subjugate you with me and Lulu when we ever meet up in real life is Guilty Gear.
Yeah, I
play some Guilty.
I have ways of playing most of the Guilty Gear games, either on original hardware or through emulation, thankfully.
Yeah, I have the original Guilty Gear on PS4. Like, I got that for free.
I didn't know it was on PS4.
Yeah, it actually is. PS4, PS5. It's the original first Guilty Gear with Justice as the final boss.
I have the PS1 version on my modded PS1.
Yeah, that's the game.
Activating combat mode.
Yeah, that would be an interesting one to play, just because some of the mechanics and characters are it's clear that Arc System Works hadn't quite figured out how they wanted Guilty Gear to work yet, because some of the mechanics and characters just don't function.
Well, also, it doesn't help the fact that doing your insta-kill automatically ends the match without even having a second round, and the fact that the boss, like, even if you block the boss, it takes out 1 full health bar regardless.
Isn't there a thing where, like, there's a thing with, I think it's Chip, where, like, there's like a certain move of his that's either overpoweredly broken or useless. Can't remember which, but it all depends on what character you're fighting against.
It's over. I think I know what move you're talking about. I think it's overly powered in that one. I know that because he has one of the easiest dust loops aside from Soul.
Also, they hadn't figured out how they wanted to do Potemkin yet, so he's like the worst character in the game.
Round 7, want to talk to you, buddy.
When you play as him, not when you're fighting against the CPU.
Oh no, when you're playing as him, no, you have to constantly be close quarters, and you have to be good with your grabs. Unfortunately, his iframe, his hitbox with the grabs are not really that good. So he ends up just getting clocked.
Wings symbolize freedom for those who have none. They don't symbolize monsters.
Minor spoiler for Rebirth, but this character here, I blank on her name because I'm not used to her yet. This red-haired girl, Turk's agent. Cisne, that's her name. Cisne.
Yeah,
thank you. She appears in Rebirth.
I love Cisne. She was adorable.
Like, the remake and Rebirth sagas are really doing their best to bring back all aspects of Final Fantasy VII. Like, in the Yuffie DLC, we got the Deep Ground Troops, and we got Nero and Vice. We also got the Happy Turtle guy.
Oh god.
And Fort Condor.
The army is mobilizing, but there's still time. You and I will find them before they do.
And what?
Also,
yeah,
also Costella Sol.
Yeah, they brought Costa del Sol into Rebirth, and they made it longer.
We're gonna fail.
And it's glorious.
Yeah, they made it longer. It's glorious for a couple of reasons.
Well, yeah, of course.
I can think of 2 big reasons why, and both of them are related to, you could say, attached to Tifa.
Yeah, I could agree.
And the fact that you can have her wear the swimsuit that you choose for her outside of Costa del Sol.
Also, the fact you could have her do it during the competition.
Yeah, you can have her do it again during the setup competition, and her jiggle physics are adjusted depending on what outfit she's wearing, so I was treated to a beautiful sight when I did that.
I really want to make my paladin outfit from Final Fantasy XIV, my character's paladin outfit, as a cosplay. Unfortunately, God forbid, it's going to be expensive, so I may be thinking about making it myself.
Like, is it armor?
It appears
that's
going to be expensive.
It can be copied.
Because, like, I can make armor for you if I can, like, get your measurements. Or, like, if we were able to meet up in person, I could make, like, some pieces of armor for you.
Training room.
I mean, I would definitely do my best. Like, if I can get money to help pay for materials, sure. But
I mean, the materials I use foam. And, yeah, it doesn't hold up the best over time, but it's cheap, it's easy to work with. You don't need a whole bunch of stuff to work with it. This is the scene where we get that three-way fight.
But I mean, if it's not
like I've made armor before for my Alistair cosplay from Beautiful Joe, and it's been a while since I made it, but I think I could get back into it if I had the workspace for it.
Did Lulu ever show you her? You know the Blue Eyes outfit she made, right?
Yes,
she has, right? The hat and I believe the hat I made for her. And when I did her Funtime Foxy outfit, I made it was out of cardboard, but I did all the little accessories for her. And I think what I did for my Richter, I did a couple of extra custom pieces. So I know how to work some armor and like some extra stuff. It's just like the problem is working with foam and LARP foam is really difficult sometimes because it can get really finicky.
It depends on what you're trying to make.
I would have to show you the armor. I don't remember what it's called.
Like I've made a Mega Man helmet out of foam before.
Is that the best you can do?
If it makes any sense, I think it's like the level 90 armor from the I don't remember the armor's name though.
You're saying this like I'm gonna know what that looks like instinctively.
The world needs a new hero.
I need to I may need to ask my friend Derp when I can about it. But eventually I'm just gonna try and make like a standard paladin outfit. Because one cosplay group idea I want to do, if I can get enough people to do it, is a D&D party.
Oh, nice.
So, like, we could have, like, people, like, going around, like, paladin, fighter, sorcerer, druid, cleric, like, just something to go around convention with. Like, I've been really wanting to do that on my bucket list for a while.
You just gave me an idea of something similar to that would be fun to put together as a group. That would only require 4 people, and that's like a Final Fantasy I party.
Hey, if I would definitely be down if me, you, and Lulu talked about it.
Stop! You'll destroy this place.
This place. A way to talk to a hero. Listen here, no matter how angry you get, Genesis, as a red mage, you're a jack of all trades, but a master of none.
Unless it's Final Fantasy I, in which case you should choose a red mage over either a black mage or a white mage.
That, in the beginning game, yes. In the late game, their spells end off at level 7. They are not allowed to have level 8 spells. That's the trade-off. So they don't get Meteor, Holy, Nuke. I believe it's like a 4th level Cure spell, Full Life. I still find it funny how all the classes can use Muramasa though to like full capacity, even mages. So you could essentially have a white mage or a black mage hit like a fighter.
I still think it's funny that a lot of early Final Fantasy games like give you melee weapon options for monks, even though monks are handicapped when they use weapons.
Don't worry.
Yeah, like once they hit like level 3 or 4, weapons don't matter for them anymore, and the multi-hits with their fists are more valuable than the actual raw damage of an actual weapon, like nunchaku.
Yeah.
My return.
So by then, like once they become masters, they literally can hit for like 47 hits and hit for like 1,000 damage easy. They are nuts, especially with haste on. Holy crap.
Angeal? What happened?
I mean, I play Paladin because I love, like, my all-time favorite weapon in Final Fantasy is Excalibur. That's never going to change.
Dreams.
That weapon to me is iconic because of the fact of its, like, just how it looks and how, and the lore behind it in Final Fantasy. That's why I love it.
I gotta say, you know, as someone who's more familiar with Sephiroth as, like, you know, mostly how he was portrayed in Kingdom Hearts, but now getting used to how he's portrayed in OG Final Fantasy VII and then, like, Remake, Rebirth, Advent Children, all that stuff, it's weird seeing him smiling for non-evil reasons. It's uncanny.
Yeah, it's very weird. Ironically, in Kingdom Hearts 1, I could beat Sephiroth with the Kingdom Key, but when I fight the final boss in that game, I can't do it. I don't know why and what it is.
Well, it also depends on which version of Kingdom Hearts 1 you're playing, whether it's the international PS2 version or if it's the HD remaster that's based on Final Mix. Because they did do some balancing changes in Final Mix.
I did the original one.
Okay.
Like the original release.
Final Mix also adds at least one new boss.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, adds I think it's basically just, if I remember correctly, it's just Xemnas. But he's not called Xemnas, he's still in the Organization 13 hood.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's an optional super boss.
One boss I remember watching my friend fight. No, I can't really say it because of Remind. Never mind, I will not talk about it.
Yeah, I haven't played Remind yet because I have to, like, I have to go through Kingdom Hearts 3 from the beginning again just so I can remember the story. So I can understand like why Remind is a big deal.
It's happening. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a certain boss in Remind that scares the living crap out of me, but I love it all the same.
Like, Kingdom Hearts 3, for me, was like Final Fantasy 15 for me, where, like, a lot of people swear by it being better now than it was at launch. I'm like, okay, but I played it at launch before any of the updates came out that made it better.
Oh, jeez. But, no, like, what was I gonna say?
Anyone wanna buy some Soma? I could go cruising for some Soma.
I'm narrowing my one eye that doesn't even work at you.
Castlevania fans will know.
I know.
I mean, like for the viewing audience at home.
I know. But, no. The one thing I'm sad about is I heard that Final Fantasy IX is not getting its, remake.
I mean, it was never officially confirmed in the first place.
Like, they did say it was in the works, but I heard that, they canceled production on it.
It wouldn't be the first time that Square Enix has done something like that, like, said they were going to do a thing, and then not done the thing, or like taken way longer to the point where the thing they said they were going to do takes on a different form. I'm talking about Final Fantasy 15, where it started off as Versus 13 and took a decade to be shat out.
I'm just saying because Final Fantasy IX is one of my favorite PlayStation Final Fantasies.
Like, my thing is, with Final Fantasy IX, that is one of the longer Final Fantasies of that era, right?
It can be depending. I know for a fact, in order to get one of the best weapons in the game, Excalibur 2, you have to get all the way to, I think, one of the final bosses in the game in under 12 hours.
Like, out of the PS1 era of Final Fantasy games, that's like one of the longer ones, and it came on a lot of discs too, right?
It was 4 discs. Same with Final Fantasy VIII, I think. But I think Final Fantasy VIII is longer than Final Fantasy IX.
But like, I say this
I'm
because
not sure.
I say this because, like, if we were to assume that they were giving this the remake treatment and not a remaster treatment, which it's already gotten, look at how much they've done with Final Fantasy VII and how long it's taking just to finish that story.
Yeah.
And how many releases it's taking to finish that story. I can understand being hesitant to do something like 9 that has a lot of characters and a lot of story content to cover, and being like, do we once again split it up into multiple entries and potentially piss people off again? Or do we try to put it all in one game and lose our minds over trying to put everything into one game?
Say this, when they did re-release it as an HD, they did add 2-player to it.
They did. How would you do 2-player for a Final Fantasy? I say that having played 14.
So here's the thing. In Final Fantasy VI, like the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy VI or whatever, there was a 2-player mode where you could assign what the second controller controls what party member in the fight.
Okay.
So it would be like, say, like for me and you, I would be Terra and Mog. You were Edge and Edgar. When Terra comes up,
how dare you assume that I would edge in this case? Okay, that is a personal matter, and that is not for you to air publicly.
Okay,
sorry,
sure, whatever.
I had
anyway.
to.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, if it came to my turn, like, if I played Terra or Mog, I get to choose their actions, where you get to choose the other 2 characters' actions.
Yeah,
It's
I was just
Fantasy.
making the joke that you set me up for.
I know.
Especially after we
And
watched
then,
that professional edging video earlier.
Oh my god. But with Final Fantasy IX, what I learned from my friend Drew, there's a mod in that game where you could have 4 players play the game, and each person gets to control the one character that they get in battle.
Oh, that sounds like chaos.
So, in other words, you can assign, like, say if me, you, and Miles were playing, like, you could play Zidane, I could play Steiner, and Miles could play, like, say, like, he either got Vivi or,
No, Miles would be Vivi. I know him.
Wow.
I'm not saying that insulting. Vivi's the most iconic character from that game. That's an honor.
Vivi and Steiner are the 2 most overpowered characters in that game.
Like, out of all the Final Fantasy IX characters, which is the one that made it into Kingdom Hearts in a prominent role? Oh, it was Vivi.
Okay, valid.
Vivi.
Ari.
Yeah?
I just happened to look at something on my phone because I got a text. I was just checking to make sure it was my mom.
Yeah?
They have another Sonic the Hedgehog pop announced. One that you may actually like.
Is it Shadow?
Usual Sonic.
Is it Neo Metal?
No, it is actually Chaos.
That I'm interested in.
It's a 1200 piece thing, but I might be able to try to
1,200
get one for
piece
you.
thing?
Yeah, meaning there's only 1,200 of them.
Oh, so it's a limited run. I thought you meant
But
it was like assembled from 1,200 pieces.
No, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a hold of one for you for your birthday.
Yeah,
for next
I'm
year.
interested in seeing whether they go with like a matte finish for it or if they like mold it out of like a translucent plastic to give them that
Here.
watery look.
I will send it for when we're done with stream, so you can take a look at it. It's translucent.
Oh, I'm
Really?
definitely interested.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Yeah,
I
I'm
actually think it's very
always
awesome.
more fond of like chaos designs that make him look like he's made of water instead of making him look like he did in the Dreamcast game.
I was
You can
gonna
actually
say,
see his brain.
I was actually gonna say, like, I kind of want to see how he looks with a light behind him, like a fluorescent.
Oh
colored
god, the
light.
light piping on that's got to be immaculate.
What
I
are
know
you
that's
ta-
not
have you
really
actually
what
looked at
light
it?
piping is, but it's basically the same effect as light piping.
I was about to say, did you actually
Basically-
look at it?
No,
'Cause
I'm
you're
just,
in the
I'm
game,
just,
I
I'm
thought
just
you-
using my imagination.
You can actually see the little piece of his, I guess, I don't know if
Brain?
it's his brain or
Yeah,
if
it's his
core,
brain.
It's
but
a
you can see
brain.
that.
Eggman of Chicagoland, aka JKR, said, "Snag one for me too, Miles."
Pay me and I'll do it.
See,
Oh, wow.
I get the known him since birth discount.
And
Yeah,
plus,
that's
you
fair.
fueled my Pokemon addiction again, so yes.
Plus, you know, it's further shipping cost for shipping it to you versus me.
Yes.
Good, good lord.
Ari, did I tell you what happened with this? I got another Hilda Pokemon card with an error.
You did mention that.
What's
yeah.
the error?
Yeah, I have two with the same error.
So,
Oh,
so you have single-handedly managed to disprove the theory that it was just an ink blot because this has happened on multiple copies that you have.
Yeah, and I saw about like 3 more on eBay.
JKR said, "If you can secure one for me, I will gladly pay you."
Yes,
JKR
I
is
will
the
work
kind
my
of guy
best.
that will definitely pay you on time as well
I
for
believe
that
it.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's August 22nd is when it says it's supposed to come out. So
I
at
can't
9
believe
a.m.
Chaos-
PT.
I can't believe Chaos is finally coming out. It's been so. It took longer than I would have wanted for him to come out, but I'm just glad that he's comfortable with who he is now.
JKR, did you see it? Have you looked at the link I posted in the?
Really?
Look, I wasn't the first to make that kind of joke. I got it from Scott McNeil when he was at
I know this. I know this.
I got it from Scott McNeil when he was at a Transformers convention doing a Q&A panel. And somebody asked him, did he know that there was a Masterpiece Beast Wars Dinobot figure coming out? He was like, ooh, Dinobot's finally coming out? Good for him.
Yeah, JKR, what's your
Oh.
opinion on a scale of 1 to 10 on the coolness factor with that thing?
Is it over 9,000? Look, I'm an internet boomer. I get to make that joke.
I mean, I've been in that era too, buddy.
Here's something to make you
I
feel
was-
old. The WTF boom sound / the original video that sound came from is 20 years old.
Yeah,
Jesus.
they did. And they redid
Yeah,
it in.
he
4K.
redid it in 4K, as well as, revealing that he was the one who made it.
JKR said it was an 11 out of 10 on that Chaos Pop.
This one
Oh,
goes
wow.
to 11.
That's a big deal.
There was a sword prop I wanted to get one time for one of my costumes I wanted to do. It was the Black Knight's Alondite sword from Fire Emblem. And unfortunately, they don't have it listed anymore. So I was looking into ways of making it, and I've gotten only 2 methods. One is using LARP foam with a plastic PVC pipe for support,
Yeah?
or getting a 3D printer and printing it out in pieces.
You can
as
also
well, or
do a
as one
similar
whole
thing to the LARP foam one with cardboard, or with those foam poster board posters.
Yeah.
You would need to get several of those to create, like, enough layers for it to be sturdy. But you can, like, bypass needing a PVC handle entirely if you, like, you know, shave it down enough to give it dimensions.
Like the problem is the sword itself is a pretty massive greatsword. Like I think it's like a 5 foot something.
Yeah, this would also
general.
be lighter to wield.
Yeah, and like my other issue would have been is sanding or grinding the foam a little bit to make the edges of the blade itself.
Sanding and grinding foam is something you need a mask for.
Yeah,
like they use it, like the host of Will It Blend would always say, "Don't breathe this."
Yeah, I was gonna say because this is back before I lost my vision. I wanted to make this greatsword because the thing is, when I played Fire Emblem Path of Radiance when it came out, I fell in love with that greatsword. Like it is a beautiful, it's a very beautiful sword.
We got I've had this on screen for a bit, but I wanted to let you finish. The Ancients Project outline. It is now an undisputed fact the life form excavated from the Earth is indeed of the ancient race spoke of in the legend. Furthermore, history records that these ancients channeled the power of this planet to tear the Earth asunder. Gee, I wonder whether that's actually an ancient or whether it's some sort of eldritch monstrosity.
Good question.
Okay.
Using the cells of the unearthed ancient, we have begun researching on creating and mass-producing a race with comparable abilities. The primary objective of this research is to significantly reduce Mako excavation costs. Gee, I wonder what this ancient's name is. Whether it starts with a J.
Good question.
Report on the soldier degradation phenomenon. Phenomena. The heightened abilities of soldier members are maintained by a delicate balance of various genetic factors. A change in this balance could only be caused by a leak of genetic information, but this is not possible under normal circumstances. This phenomenon is unique to soldier type G, or Genesis in this case.
I'm getting woozy.
It was shortly before Genesis left.
He's called Mega Drive in Europe and Japan.
The wound was...
Oh my god.
But for some reason, Genesis wasn't healing. The man who treated him was Hollander.
Professor Hollander, how is Genesis?
I like that Professor Hollander's dressed kind of casual. Like, dude's wearing the Final Fantasy VII equivalent to, like, a V-neck t-shirt under his lab coat. He looks more like a Pokemon professor than, like...
He looks like Birch.
He looks like Birch.
Professor Birch? I was gonna say, maybe it was I was gonna say, it was probably Casual Friday over there, but now that you mention it's Professor Birch, I'm like, no.
He looks just like Professor Birch.
Okay, new name is Birch.
I know your name's Hollander, but I'm calling you Birch.
It rhymes with another word you want to call somebody.
Wait a minute, isn't Birch Gen 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks Professor Hollander looks just like that professor.
Alright, I'm just making sure. Does that mean he's been attacked by a Zigzagoon?
No, he's joined up with Genesis and Angeal to allow them to use his rejected research on cloning people.
And he's been
All of a
attacked by
sudden-
Puchiana and Zigzagoon, excuse you.
Okay, sorry, but here's the thing. In before at least two of each show up to kill him, and one of them takes the Buster Sword as a prize.
Project G summary. Objective: implant the cells of an ancient into a human fetus to imbue said fetus with the ancient's abilities.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the G virus.
The result.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, Miles, I could just imagine either two Puchiena or two Zigzagoon trying to carry out that Buster Sword, and you're just having problems.
No. You know how Zacian came to be? It's just a Puchiena with the Buster Sword.
Oh yeah, definitely. That definitely happened. Ah, yes, I was a dark type, but now I am a fairy type, and I wield a sword.
I mean, they have angel wings, so technically.
So
I mean,
if it wields a big ass sword and it's a fairy type and has angel wings, would that make it a paladin?
Project.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah, it actually would.
Contrary to.
Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this conversation. It's evolved into talking about.
Now you're giving me ideas for a Pokemon I want to use in the Pokemon D&D as an NPC.
Zacian?
Professor Birch.
Paladin Zacian.
Sephiroth.
Oh, hi, Professor Birch.
I was one. Hi, Professor Birch. Can I get a Trico, Mudkip, or Torchic?
No, you get a Puchiena.
You can get the fuck out of my underground laboratory. That's what you can get.
Okay, so I'll just take this Ralts and leave.
You mean your Wally?
You know what? For the sake of this, if I get a free Ralts, sure, why the fuck not?
Given that Wally's implied to have like some sort of like serious illness to him, like
That's true.
It's kind of fitting.
Also,
in a good way.
Some weird way, yeah.
Yeah. Plus the fact that canonically he has a Gardevoir and or Gallade, so
There is no hate. Only
Who needs a Puchiena or a Zigzagoon when you can have a soldier first class chasing after Birch?
oh god. Please help me get a Pokemon out of the bag. Throws out a Trico. Trico sees Sephiroth.
I'm thinking about what Zack would be as a Pokemon, and all that comes to my mind is like he would be Zorua.
A common story.
Zorua, yeah.
Because he's a puppy.
Would I be the one to play the hero, or would you?
It's all yours.
He's a spiky-haired puppy.
I think Sephiroth would be Absol.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is the edgiest of the
definitely.
Pokemon.
And Absol's a disaster Pokemon, so.
Makes sense.
And given this obnoxiously large single wing that Genesis has.
Mm-hmm.
Hero.
Oh my god.
The hair color matches.
Yeah, technically.
Look out, Birch is running into his lab.
Pokemon Final Fantasy VII edition. Let's go.
We need fan art of this now.
Yo, right? Yo,
This will be the most blessed fan art that crossover fan art that someone has come up with since the onslaught of crossover fan art that we've gotten post Marvel Rivals of Squirrel Girl and Makoto Nania.
I was gonna say it would never happen, but if they ever did a thing where it's like FF7X Pokemon and they actually had like Pokemon roving around Midgar, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen just due to like how controlling of the brand image the Pokemon company is.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, as a thought,
as a thought, that would be awesome.
But it never will happen. I know this. I know.
You know what else would be awesome?
Is.
A good modern mainline Pokemon game.
Yeah.
One that doesn't take an entire new console to make it playable.
And yet Pokemon Legends was was better than Scarlet and Violet.
Yes.
This is scary.
The spin-off game was better than both the Gen 4 remakes and the Gen 9 games.
We'll see what happens though with the ZA.
Yeah.
Because
that's gonna be interesting because it'll be the first time in Pokemon history that they've done a cross-gen release.
So, I kind of want to do a video on the differences and like on both consoles. So I have both of them.
Yeah.
I need to get my copy of ZA because Lulu wants to play it on either Switch 1 or Switch 2, preferably Switch 2, but I said we'll see what happens. Like, if worse comes to shove, we'll play it on Switch 1.
Did you hear that? They're raising Switch 1 prices.
Yeah, they are.
For the games or the console?
The console. And the accessories.
I already have a Switch 1.
Yeah, but like...
OLEDs too.
Yeah, all of the Switch models, all of the Switch accessories are getting price increases.
Yeah, I went to GameStop.
I'm not surprised about it.
I mean, I'm not surprised given that it's Nintendo, but it spits in the face of how this kind of thing is supposed to work, where, like, when the new console comes out to try and replace the old one's price is supposed to go down.
So, when I went to GameStop yesterday, I talked to the manager just casually, and the manager was like, yeah, the Nintendo Switch, the Lite is $300 now.
Yeah, and if you get the OLED, it's now only $50 cheaper than the Switch 2.
Which is ridiculous.
Oh, and they're also increasing the price of Switch 2 Joy-Cons, so they'll be $100 now.
I mean, for what type of, like, equipment that is built into that, like, you know, magnetic stuff and everything, I can see that being okay, but, like, if it's, like...
Given that they're using the same joystick tech, no.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Well, mine has a warranty for, like, 3 years, so I'm not really worried about that stuff. But, yeah, other people would be.
I heard stuff about the Pro controllers for the Switch 2 being not good, so... Like,
yeah, they're not good for how expensive they are.
Well, no, Austin John plays. He did a video about how the Switch 2 controller, Pro controller, nearly destroyed his hand.
Yep.
He was in a brace because of it.
See, here's the thing. I play Pokemon Unite with the Pro controller on the Switch 1 and the Switch, and I can't play with the Joy-Cons. Like,
so if you get a Switch 2 and you have a Switch controller 1, keep using the 1. It works on the 2.
It does.
Don't waste your money
too.
buying. Yeah, don't waste your money buying basically the same thing as before with like one different layout change, and it nearly hurt you.
Anyway, we got we just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. It's from the Treasure Princess. I'm looking for someone who would go on treasure hunts with me. How would you like to team up? If you're interested, I want you to prove yourself first. Somewhere out in the fields, there's supposed to be a treasure hidden by Shinra's General Affairs Department. If you manage to find it, I'll let you in. You can get your hands on some really rare items by becoming a treasure hunter. Not a bad deal, is it? No, I don't think so. Good luck.
So, do you guys hear that Blue's Clues got canceled?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, they canceled it.
Again.
Oh, God.
Move mail to spam folder. I love you, Zack. Because I know how this Treasure Princess thing plays out, kinda. I love that. He just sees that as immediately like, yeah, this is spam.
Oh, God.
I'm still gonna do the Treasure Princess mission. Just not now. I'm chasing after Professor Birch.
Well, do the side quests and missions at your leisure. Just...
Yeah, it's just like, I know you can do the side quests in the middle of main missions. It's just I don't like to do that, because then I'll start one, and then I'll get sidetracked.
That's the same with me in Final Fantasy XIV. Like, if I have main scenario stuff to do, I am going to do the main scenario stuff in that area, and then I'll do the extra stuff outside of it once I'm done.
That's what I do.
If I see one thing that's main scenario and I'm in the middle of a side quest, I have to tell myself, okay, you started this, finish what you're doing first, then take that. Otherwise, you are going to get confused as hell, and that is it.
Yeah, that's why I have to start Final Fantasy 16 over, because, like, I got so into side quests, and then that combined with getting, stopping the game to play other games, it's like, okay, I'm in the middle of a
Yeah.
side quest. I can't remember what it was, and I also forgot what was happening in the main story at this point.
That's the same with me and like Zelda or any game that has like a long like campaign. It's like if I am away from it for like a week and a half, I will forget like what's happening in the game, and then I just end up like not even completing it.
Like, all I remember is, like, I unlocked Devil Trigger. I know it's called Limit Break, but fuck you, it's Devil Trigger in concept. I know a Devil Trigger when I see one. I'm a Devil May Cry fan. That, like, I've beaten some of the bosses already. Sid is, like, creating his, like, communist utopia in the Badlands. And, like, we're trying to destroy the crystals that the world revolves around. And Benedicta provably gave head as the last thing she did.
Let me guess what the crystals are. The elements of fire, water, wind, and earth.
No, I mean, like, crystals are a commodity in Final Fantasy 16, but, like...
Oh, okay.
But, like, there's a reserve... Like, each of the nations have their own reserves of crystals that they're fighting over territory for, to try and have the most crystal reserves. Because, like, the thing about Final Fantasy 16 story is that's a big allegory for mankind's over-reliance on fossil fuels.
Yeah, so basically, I assumed it was basically the four crystals of the elements. That's what I was getting at, but okay.
Like, there's not specific elemental crystals, as far as I remember. It's just more so, like, crystals are used as a medium for powering stuff and for using magic.
It's basically a catalyst.
Yeah. Like, what would typically be the summons are called icons, and they're basically, like, the deities of each of the kingdoms. And there's, like, one for each of the elements, and the thing that threw everything out of whack is that Ifrit appeared when there was already a fire icon, which was Phoenix. So they're like, fuck, there's two fire gods now, what do we do?
So basically, yeah, it's like they like, so like it's icons or like 14 head primals and then like summons, basically all that.
And the way that they work is that, like, instead of just being summoned as like a big creature themselves, the person that acts as the summoner for them, which, like, each kingdom has their own like once in a generation summoner for each icon, usually through the royal family, transforms into them.
Okay, so it's basically like a second form.
Yeah, like, they have a state where, like, it's sort of like a Devil Trigger from Devil May Cry, where they, like, morph into a humanoid version of the icon, and then they've also got, like, full-on turning into the summon itself.
Okay.
And what our boy Clive has that the others don't is that he can steal the powers of other icons, although he doesn't know how to control it. So that's basically how you get your elemental magic in this case, is through plot progression instead of leveling up and stuff like that. Is like, you'll encounter other icons and you'll steal some of their powers and add them to your own repertoire.
Okay.
Because Final Fantasy 16 is not much of an RPG, it's more of a hack-and-slash action game. Think more like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta than any Final Fantasy that's come before it.
Yeah, because I remember Stranger of Paradise playing similarly.
Well, Stranger of Paradise is trying to do more of like the Neo, Dark Souls, you know, Souls-like type thing. In terms of its combat, at least.
Yeah, but the concept is still there.
Yeah.
What the heck?
What?
What's going on?
Sorry, my friend texted me a photo of something from Twitter. Again, I thought it was my mom. So, do you know the Chien Pao Shiny event that's going on right now? Because we did the other one.
No.
Game Freak made a typo. It's called Chien Poo.
Chien Poo.
Oh my
and its
god.
shiny is brown.
That is glorious. I'm sorry.
Chien Poo. What the heck? I'm posting this in here. I'm gonna give this care too eventually, but I figured
it's not a typo. It's just a really shitty recolor. Look, it's just a Chien Pao that had a really shitty life. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's hilarious. Chien Poo.
I say this as if I know what Chien Pao even is.
It's this cat mythical Pokemon that came out in Scarlet Violet. It looks like a saber-tooth tiger.
Yeah. Capture one and name it Cool Cat. There you go.
Oh no, no.
Did you know that Daddy Derek, the creator of Cool Cat, has gotten into making AI stuff now?
Well, of course, he has to go through everything to make some money.
He's taking his most recent movie, which is still not the one he's done multiple crowdfunding campaigns for. Cool Cat versus Dirty Dog, The Virus Wars. No, wait, that's the... Yeah, that's the one. He's using an AI filter to make an animated version of it by just putting in the footage of the live-action movie and having AI animate over that live-action footage. It looks like shit.
I was gonna say, whatever happened to Cool Cat stops a school shooting?
Oh, he's done like 3 crowdfunding campaigns for it, and every time that it reaches its goal, he decides to make something else instead. And then, like, every time a new school shooting happens, he decides that's the perfect time to do another crowdfunding campaign for this movie that he keeps refusing to make.
So
he's literally just profiting off of tragedy.
So he's farming at this point.
Yeah, he also thinks now that this Cool Cat Stops a School Shooting movie needs a $1 million budget.
Oh no.
What? No.
And he wants to get Justin Bieber to star in it.
Oh my god.
Justin Bieber doesn't have...
One, Justin Bieber's not an actor, and 2, he's not really relevant right now. That shows how out of touch he is with celebrity culture.
There was only one time he was
Birch.
ever. There was only one time he was even part of anything, and it was like I think it was like NCSI or something, and he
it was like NCIS or CSI, one of those shows, and the only reason people remember it is because it ends with him getting shot.
And it just looks like he holds the gun sideways, and his body's like jerking, and then he just plops, and I'm like, what are you doing?
But also, the original voice of Cool Cat no longer associates with Daddy Derek because he's a creep. He got kicked out of his original home in the LA area for being a creep towards the original actress that voiced Mama Cat, moved to Las Vegas. Helton redeemed. Helton said Justin Bieber destroyed the chances of my childhood friends getting girlfriends in 2010. I knew one person who was unhealthily into Justin Bieber to the point where if she just heard you, not talking to her, but heard you say anything negative about him in passing, she would come up to you and confront you and basically bully you into admitting that he was talented.
To be human.
God.
Professor Birch uses Pokemon Trainer. It's super effective.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Daddy Derek now lives in Las Vegas. And if you watch Cool Cat Saves the Kids now, which is no longer called Cool Cat Saves the Kids, the version that's available through illegal sources now on Tubi and YouTube is called Cool Cat Kids Superhero, because he thinks that only superhero movies get any financial success nowadays, which is hilarious in hindsight. It's the same movie, just re-edited, so it has nothing to do with superheroes. But it is redubbed to replace Cool Cat's original voice actor, you know, the one that all the memes are based on, with Daddy Derek's voice trying to sound like Cool Cat, and it just sounds like Daddy Derek.
Oh, God.
And Mama Cat is now dubbed by 80s B kung fu movie action star Cynthia Rothrock.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Miles, I just thought of something. Now, the summons in Final Fantasy Crisis Core. What if, what Pokemon would Professor Birch be dealing with in that sense?
I don't know.
I can already tell you Bahamut is, probably gonna be, I know Ifrit could be Charizard.
Don't know how I can do it.
Ifrit would be one of the Mega Charizards.
Yeah. Yeah. Frostlass would be Shiva. I want to say Bahamut would probably be
hi,
like
Aerith.
Salamence. Hi, Aerith.
Okay, what I know I've talked a lot of shit about the dubbing in the remake of Crisis Core, but I will say the fact that we have Aerith's modern voice actress is an objective improvement.
No, I'm Aerith.
Oh, definitely.
Because Aerith had never had a good voice actress until Final Fantasy VII Remake.
I love her voice actress in the remake.
She's a kid right now? No, this is a couple years before Final Fantasy VII starts.
That's all I did.
Pretty much all young adult.
Yeah. Like, one of the weird things I found out about the ages in Final Fantasy VII is that, like, you know, not counting characters like Red 13 or Yuffie that are, you know, obviously the youngest, Cloud is, like, the youngest out of the main party group in Final Fantasy VII.
Don't be silly.
Yeah.
That's just weird to think about.
Yeah.
Also, what's weird to think about is that if you analyze, like, the, if you look at, like, the ripped models of,
people are more careful with flowers.
Of, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, and, like, look at their model geometry, Cloud's got a bigger ass than Aerith.
You don't see a lot of flowers in Midgar.
I mean, all them squats.
Aerith's got negative booty. She's got that Taylor Swift ass.
I'm just saying, all them squats as a soldier compared to a flower girl.
Midgar is full of flowers. Your wallet's...
The boy been doing more training with his galoots than the flower girl. Of course, he's gonna have more cake.
Wallet full of...
Helton says, seeing this scene now and not a player that has finished Final Fantasy yet, this was a Cloud X Aerith. This as a Cloud X Aerith shipper scares me. I don't know how much I can get into this without... well, part of it is that, like, the stuff involving Aerith in Final Fantasy VII is so famous that it's impossible to spoil it. But, like...
It's in my opinion, it's not really a spoiler for two reasons. One, how long the game has been out, and two, how much of it has already been sourced out, so at this point, people have seen it already.
Yeah, like... you can spoil me how much you want, bro. Okay, Helton. Aerith mentions at one point early on in the meeting Cloud that he reminds her of her first boyfriend. That was Zack. The guy you play as in Crisis Core. And this is how they met.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not really much of a spoiler, Ari, if the game, first of all, has been out since 1997.
Yeah.
And it's been available to almost everybody at this point, so spoilery is out the window.
Yeah.
Like, I think the rule, if I remember correctly, for anything with a video game or a movie is after, like, after 6 months or something.
I mean, it's been almost 30 years since Final Fantasy VII came out. I feel like it's safe to spoil it.
I was gonna say because usually like the rule of thumb is like 6 months to a year for a movie or a game. It's okay to talk about it because one, people have had enough time to go see it, or play it. So by that threshold, spoilery really isn't much of a matter or anything. I mean, if you're really hell bent on it, then who am I to say otherwise?
Yeah, he said I'm free to spoil him as much as I want. Keep in mind, I haven't finished Final Fantasy VII, so I don't know everything about it. But I do know that much.
I finished Final Fantasy VII one time, aside from remake, and that was it. And I only know what I know from friends and Advent Children and Crisis Core. That's about it.
I did a small search, and while Square Enix really give to us a lot of options on Rebirth, yes, they do. There's a relationship mechanic in Final Fantasy VII's original, like PS1 version, that is sort of like a behind-the-scenes thing. Like, it doesn't actively tell you about it, but in Rebirth, they just put it right in your face. By the way, Arikado, yes, Helton?
Sorry, I had to fit in some eye drops.
Alright, we're going to check out this suspicious mail from a hot treasure hunter.
Rouge the Bat?
I wish. When I finish Final Fantasy VII, I want to play the remakes. What do you start first, Remake or Rebirth? You start with Remake first, because that's part one of the story. It covers, like, what was the first couple hours of the original Final Fantasy VII, the Midgar stuff. Rebirth picks up after the end, like, right after you get out of Midgar, and carries over up until, the part at the Temple of the Ancients where Aerith dies.
So at the end of disc 2, basically, it's just like
no, that's still disc 1.
No, Temple of the Ancients. No,
I thought it was. I keep being told it's disc 1.
No,
I'm gonna need Kier to show up in chat again to put an end to this discussion.
I was gonna say I don't remember that being the end of disc 1. The end of disc is it the end of disc 1?
Because Midgar's just like the first couple hours of disc 1.
Midgar and then like some of the overworld up until I think Nibelheim is disc 1. I think. Again, I haven't played it since I played it on my PS3.
I mean, it's hard for me to tell because I'm playing the PS4 version, which just ditches the disc swapping entirely, and as you play continuously from beginning to end.
Well, yeah, PS3 version did that too if you downloaded it.
Well, PS3 version, you still had to like go into a menu to swap the discs because it was emulating the PS1 game. PS4 version is just, there's no like menus for swapping discs. It's just straight from beginning to end.
Yeah, I was gonna say
because the PS4 version is based off the PC version.
I was gonna say disc 1 I think ends at Nibelheim, disc 2 Ancients, and then disc 3 is like the rest of the game. I think because I know Ancients is definitely 2.
Okay, looks like everyone else is getting their Studio Series 86 Megatron before I do. I mean, you know how Hasbro works nowadays. Whenever they say it's coming out, that means it's just coming out whenever they feel like shipping it. Whether it's before or after is up to the whims of the Hassenfield brothers.
Oh god, now I'm bothered.
As a big fan, I would like to hear your opinion on the recent problems with Steam and itch.io and the payment and the payment processors, but you don't need to. I'll give my abridged take on it because this is an issue that I have a lot of thoughts on, but it's also an issue that It's an issue that I think a lot of people are, like, using for grifting, to try and, like, use as a political cudgel for, like, other issues. This is a clear-cut case of censorship and a sign of how payment processors have way too much power for people that are only supposed to, like, handle when you're be the middleman for when money exchanges hands electronically, and not, like, have any say in what you're allowed to buy. This is a clear-cut case of censorship. Whereas, like, a lot of people will point to, like, oh, this character has a less revealing outfit than they did in a previous appearance. And I'm like, that's not really censorship. That's just a change in art style. Like, this is censorship. This is not allowing you to buy the thing that you want to buy because a small group of, like, loud, overly prudish people think that you shouldn't be allowed to enjoy that thing because they don't like it. That is about all I can say on that issue right now without, like, dedicating a whole, like, huge part of my stream to it, because as someone who's really into media preservation and, like, free enterprise, I have a lot of thoughts on that. But that's not something I really want to get into at this moment, so as not to derail the stream. But thank you for asking, and I hope I gave you a satisfactory answer.
Hey, Miles. Question. Can you look up if the scene in the Ancients is the end of Disc 2? I want to. It's bothering me.
I'm pretty sure that's Disc 1, because Disc 2 covers a lot of, like, the later hunt for Sephiroth, to my knowledge, and then Disc 3 is basically just only its own disc because it allows you to traverse the entire hub world, but story-wise, it's mostly just the final battle.
It says City of Ancients is Disc 1.
Knew it!
Disc 1?
Yeah.
Okay, then I might have been thinking wrong, because there's a certain point in the game. I can't. Ari, do you care about how far are you in
I just finished doing things in Wutai on my, like, off-stream playthrough. I am just kind of, like, you know, doing some grinding at the moment. I've got Vincent in my party, and I've got Sid, so I've got, like, everyone in the party.
Alright, let me ask you a question. Have you had a point where everyone got separated?
No.
Okay, then I can't say what I want to say.
Like, I know the twist about, like, Zack and Cloud's connection, at the very least. It's hard to go into Crisis Core not knowing that.
Okay, then it technically isn't spoilery if you know up to that much.
Like, if you're playing Crisis Core, you probably already know that.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, because in the game for 7, Cloud eventually does lose all his memory somewhere in the City of the Ancients, I think, or during the hunt for Sephiroth. And I got that mixed up with him witnessing what happens to Aerith and his whole memory loss. That's what I got mixed up.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think, because, like, I could have sworn, like, it was Disc 2, but I guess I was wrong.
It's okay, we're all wrong sometimes. Except for me. I'm never wrong. Except for when I am. But you can't prove when I'm wrong.
Kind of expected that from you, Ari, let's be real.
To be fair, Ari, you have all of this footage of your streams and VODs. I hope to God you could back yourself up on those.
So what you're saying is I need to delete and or private every stream and VOD that I've had.
Activating combat mode.
At least the ones that you were wrong in.
So every single one.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Look, the alleged wrong things that I may or may not have said in those instances, that may or may not have been a lot of instances, that's just a parasite that lives in my neck.
Say, like, if I could admit I was wrong, you could do the exact same thing. Oh god, but no, Final Fantasy VII for me is very confusing. And I've actually played.
I will say, Helton, as far as like after finishing Final Fantasy VII, the original goes, a lot of remake story and rebirth story depends on you, like a lot of the stuff it does depends on you having also watched the sequel movie Advent Children, played Crisis Core, and played the spin-off PS2 game that is not... Hey, thanks for the raid, Yop! How you doing? Yop Alonso.
Raided my stream with
hello, Raiders. We're playing some Crisis Core. I'm just giving a viewer, Helton Areko, some advice on where to go next with the Final Fantasy VII saga after finishing the original Final Fantasy VII. Advent Children is a movie you can watch after that acts as like a sequel to Final Fantasy VII.
If I may, real quick, and if you're gonna watch Advent Children, make sure you watch Complete.
Complete's the only one that's like on streaming services now.
Oh, really? They got rid of the original.
Yeah, as soon as Complete came out, they just stopped selling the original.
Looks like that's the last of the monsters.
Oh, jeez. Also, I think they're. Oh, right. Yeah, you won't be able to play Before Crisis. I know that game came out.
Advent Children's on streaming services. I know it's a free movie on YouTube, or at least it was for a while, as part of their like free with ad stuff.
Yeah, but Before Crisis, I don't think that's considered part of it.
Before Crisis is basically just an OVA that covers like the last act of Crisis Core, to my knowledge. No, I'm not thinking Before Crisis. Before Crisis was a mobile game that's not preserved.
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
And
was
it is like dubiously canon. They've incorporated parts of it into canon, but due to how inaccessible it is, not all of it's canon.
I was gonna say, because Before Crisis was a prequel to Crisis Core, I was gonna say, hold on a second.
Alright, so we're going to see who this hot treasure princess is. But isn't Before Crisis in Ever Crisis? It is now, but the original mobile phone version of Before Crisis is not in Ever Crisis, because that version of Before Crisis was an episodic release on Japanese mobile phones that is no longer accessible, and the only way to play it is to... Well, first of all the parts still need to be found, and that requires, like, group efforts of people tracking down used old, like, mid to late 2000s era Japanese cell phones, buying them in bulk, getting them up and running, ripping any files that are on them, and praying to all of the gods in any pantheon you believe in that it has what you're looking for.
So basically what you're trying to tell me here is it's similar to what the Layman of Innocence manga.
It's exactly like that.
Well, shit. Okay.
But yes, let's see who our hot treasure princess is. Oh, it's just Yuffie.
Oh my god.
Oh, great. Can we go back to singing Professor Birch?
Can we go back to seeing Professor Birch and imagining that all the giant summons are just massive Pokemon that are in boss fights? Please.
You probably need to explain Professor Birch.
I just met this kid and I already hate her. Oh, you're going to get used to her in Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth. She's an optional party member in the original Final Fantasy VII. But in Remake, if you buy it on PS5 or PC, it comes with a DLC mission DLC story is that the ninja I love her. Yes, this is Yuffie the ninja as a kid. Because this takes place a few years before Final Fantasy VII.
I was gonna say, Miles, I would like, as much as I would love Pokemon with Final Fantasy, I know they did one for Fire Emblem, which was Pokemon Conquest.
Yep.
I still wanted to try.
Well, it wasn't for Fire Emblem. It was for
It was a Fire Emblem-esque game.
It's a spin-off of a series called Nobunaga's Ambition.
Oh.
They just both happen to be like tactical RPGs.
But yeah, we gotta tell people about Professor Birch, because it's the joke.
Yeah, we're gonna the Professor Birch thing. One, watch the VODs when they go up on YouTube, and two, this Professor Hollander character we've been chasing after happens to look exactly like Professor Birch from Gen 3 Pokemon, so it's just led to lots of stuff about, like, hey, what would Final Fantasy characters and summons be if they were Pokemon?
Pretty much, yeah.
So,
yep.
You want me to take you home?
Also, Yap Alonso, we respect Ringo in this house, because even if he was the least musically successful out of the solo careers of the Beatles, he's the nicest out of all of them, and the one that, like, even other Beatles admit was like the glue that held the band together, because he was the one that nobody wanted to fight with. Wrong Ringo? I don't know what Ringo you're talking about, because unless I'm trying to remember, because, like, I haven't finished the original Final Fantasy VII. Morgana? Nah, this is all going over my head, Yap Alonso. I'm a newbie to Final Fantasy.
So Leviathan would be Gyarados.
Yuffie is voiced by Casey Lee. Is Yuffie voiced by Casey Lee? Yuffie in the remake saga, but not in this game, I think, is voiced by Stephanie Young, who you might also know as Piper from Zenless Zone Zero. But I don't know who voices her in this dub of Crisis Core, because I haven't looked
I'm looking right now.
At the cast.
Who'd you say you thought it was?
Casey Lee.
So it says Reunion.
Yeah, Reunion.
It says the voice actor is the same one who does Remade Intergrade.
Oh, so it is Stephanie Young.
Susie Young.
Susie Young, sorry. If Furret was here, he'd kick my ass because he has a crush on her. Susie Young. So yeah, it's Susie Young.
I think it would be more than kicking your ass. I think it would be biting your ankles.
Nah, he'd be shooting me with his cannon staff and being sent flying 50 feet in the opposite direction.
Did I do something wrong?
Nah, look, he'd hit you with the bee wand.
And then throw cans of Pringles at you.
Also, who the heck is she?
Great, Zack. You made Yuffie cry and run away. Do you feel proud of yourself?
Look, if Furret uses his cannon spear and gets sent flying, I'm not going after him out there. He's got to find his own way back.
Alright, we unlocked the Chocobo summon.
God, Chocobo summon is... I heard it's actually... If I remember correctly, it's actually decent.
In this game, it has a random effect. So...
Oh, ew.
It really is freaking roulette.
Yeah. Alright.
And also the way that summons work is you have to get all of their icons to line up on the slot reel anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still better than how summons worked in 15, where you can go an entire game without getting a summon. Because it just happens when the game wants it to.
I was just asking like what the Chocobo did. That's really
It has random
because-
effects depending on what the slot reel says.
Okay, because I know summons are done through the roulette system, but some of the effects I don't really remember aside from I guess a few Final Fantasy games. I haven't played Crisis Core since again like back on the PSP, like when it came out.
The PSP, also known as the nut you can play with outside.
Did you hear something?
I hate that ad so much, and yet it lives rent-free in my brain.
I was gonna say, did you hear something?
I don't know what's going on.
I got another email from the Treasure Princess. You passed the test, so now you're my ally, and as my ally, you better start working. Somewhere in the ravine, there's supposed to be a treasure hidden by Shinra's accounting department. Go dig that sucker up. The boss's orders always stand, and I'm the boss, naturally, so you have no right to refuse. Got it? Good luck. Move to spam folder.
Wow.
Now that we know it's Yuffie, move to spam folder.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, got Chocobo. What does the Chocobo say? Chocobo Stomp level 4.
Right.
Chocobo says Chocobo.
No, Chocobo says
Chocobo
Wart.
says Wart.
It says either Wart
Chocobo
or
says
Quay.
Wart.
Oh gosh, they're walking together.
They're on their way to steal your girl, and they left a footprint the size of a Godzilla footprint.
Damn. I was gonna say, I played a lot of the Chocobo go-kart game on Switch when it was like popular.
Oh, the one where they had to discontinue all the monetization elements of it because nobody wanted to play it because of how over-aggressively monetized it was?
Yeah.
It's like, how do we get in people's good graces by bringing back Chocobo Racer after like 30 years? I know, give it a battle pass and make it a live service game.
I mean, it was still fun regardless.
Oh yeah,
I enjoyed
but
it.
like locking characters behind the battle pass. Granted, they got rid of it eventually, but at launch, no one was playing it. Because, like, the progression for the Battle Pass was so bad that, like, just to unlock Cloud, you had to basically be constantly playing it.
I mean, I've gotten Cloud and Squall and all of them. I think there was only one or two characters I was missing.
Yeah, but, like, at launch, it was, like, predatory monetization for a kart racer.
Well, yeah. Again, I didn't really put any money into the game.
And nowadays, you don't have to.
Are you always here?
Yeah.
So it's finally fun to play. As it should have. Like, as the devs probably wanted it to be, let's be real. It was Square executives that forced in the predatory monetization.
Don't know.
As they usually do. The same Square executives that were like, you know what's a good investment? Selling off Tomb Raider and Hitman and all these other IPs, and instead focusing on NFTs and AI. Yap Alonso says, Aerith, take me. Sorry. You can have her. I'm a certified Tifa lover.
I second that notion.
Under the plate, right? Sector 5.
I will say this though, with 14, how they did like the extra stuff for their Mog Station store. I like it how it's optional. It's not like, hey, you need to like if you got this, you were like overpowered and pay to win. It's like you actually have to earn a lot of your shit.
It's either mounts or cosmetic stuff.
Like if you bought the bought the class level jumps or whatever, yeah, okay, cool, you have a level 90 character, but here's the problem. You still gotta learn that character.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, like, if you have a character at 90 or 100 and have all the best gear. If you don't know how the character plays, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
And that's what I like, because it's like, okay, you can't really pay to win and, like, skip stuff, but with people who do the story skips, I mean, I'm not gonna judge how you play, but if you're going to do that, at least play through the game at least once with a character to experience the story, because I love 14th Story to death. I love it. The beginning is very slow, but once you get into, like, Heaven's Ward onward, it's very good. Like, it has its weak moments, it has its strong moments, but it has a lot of good characters that you can actually relate with in the game.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, like, one of the MMOs I played the longest. I think 11, 12 years.
It's the only MMO I've ever really gotten invested in.
Yeah, I like Lulu. When I showed her, she wasn't really interested, but as soon as I showed her the dragons in the game, she was like, ooh, now I'm interested.
And, you know, as soon as she saw Stinian and Aerith.
Don't worry about it. I'll protect
That one cutscene in Endwalker, and if all of you have gotten far in that game, you know what I'm talking about. Lulu has played that cutscene on loop constantly.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
You're
I really miss 14. I really want to play it again.
You're so strong.
Strong. Like a monster, right?
Zack, what's wrong?
Nothing. Now, let's move.
I am gonna
Strong
say, it's
like
gonna
a
be
monster.
weird hearing, like, the amazing modern Aerith voice actress deliver, like, 2000s era Aerith dialogue, where she didn't have that, like, sassiness and gremlin energy that she's supposed to have.
Well, yes, Gremlin Aerith is best Aerith.
All right, Zack, let's go.
Hello?
The one moment I heard Aerith say the word damn, I was like, okay.
Okay, what about Aerith just yelling out shit at one point? That was like, okay, they're writing her good now.
Pretty much, yeah. She isn't like the innocent sweetheart flower girl. She knows how to talk now, and I'm like, okay. I want to see
And
where
the thing
this
is,
going.
that's how she was in the original Final Fantasy VII. It's just the 2000s era stuff that boiled her down to, oh, she's the pure and holy one. She might as well be a nun.
Of course.
Look, a majority of my bloodline is people say are pure and holy. Yet we cuss like sailors. Aerith can cuss all she wants.
It's kind of.
Oh God! Ow!
Okay.
You okay?
I know why.
Yeah, I'm fine. My throat's just a little dry.
Oh, okay.
I know that feeling, kind of.
Sky.
I've been sick all day.
Yeah, lately my sinuses have been like acting up to where if I lay down for too long, it gets to the point where it's hard to breathe when I sleep.
Speak of the doggo and she shall appear. Hello, Lulu, and yes, I am feeling better. It was side effects from my COVID shot that went away after like a day.
Hello, Lulu. Hope you're doing well.
Normal is overrated.
I would hope you know whether she's doing well.
Think so?
I know this. After all, who do you think caretakes the Lulu?
It won't be scary. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
I do this.
Apparently,
You said-
JKR
you
takes
said-
care. Apparently, JKR caretakes the Lulu.
I guess that's mine and your job then, JKR. Lulu has 2 caretakers.
They're less so caretakers and more wranglers. Lulu says, Nico, please make me a peanut butter sandwich, please.
Huh. Looks like an interesting place.
I'll be right back.
Wanna take a look?
I will make her food.
Sorry.
Be careful, huh?
Okay. Sorry again.
Zack, are you not able to tell what a pickpocket when you see them? You're supposed to be a soldier.
What the?
What's wrong?
My wallet's gone.
Oh no.
That little brat. He just stole my wallet. Aerith, wait here, okay?
Is Zack gonna have to kill a kid?
And get my wallet back.
Bruno's his name.
Bruno? You know his name?
Yeah, I know him. Just a little. He doesn't do things like that.
Well, he just did, Aerith.
If he really stole from you, I'm sure he had good reason. Hey.
Good reason to steal.
Zack, you wait here.
The I do this was meant for you, Nico. Well, he's gone now, so he won't know that.
But I'm pretty antsy.
Yeah, I know.
That obvious? Theft is theft, no matter the reason. I'll have to give him a good scolding.
Kick his teeth in, Zack. I don't know what I did to deserve the applause, but thank you.
My wallet that was stolen. I'm gonna look for Bruno too. I think he went that way.
Well, Ari, tell Nico when he gets back, make me. I don't mean that. I cave very easily.
I am a carpenter that travels all over the world. I keep my materials here, so hands off.
I hear him deliver that flat explanation of, like, I am a carpenter. And I just think, like, a little bit of, like, dialogue spoiler for the best level in Psychonauts, which we should be doing more Psychonauts this weekend if all goes according to Keikaku. It might not, so I've got some plans on standby. Like, the Steve Bloom voice G-Man that says,
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
No, doesn't say hydrate, but I will hydrate. That's all my water. But says, well, actually, technically, it's Raz who says this to the Steve Bloom voice G-Man. But, like, I am a road crew worker. This is my stop sign.
Go out from here? Hey, you there!
I hope that character who's gone in the original game stays alive in the remakes. A lot of characters in the original who either die or, like, get very minor roles get a lot of expanded stuff in Remake and Rebirth.
All the time here.
Like, you've probably seen memes about it, Helton, but they really do a lot with Jessie in Remake, whereas in the original, she's just an NPC.
Good point.
Like,
right.
She is so, like, ridiculously thirsty for Cloud. To the point where... But don't change the fate of the original, right? I can't say much about Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth without, getting into major spoilers, but I will say that, Remake and Rebirth, are intentionally, like, not... They don't replace the experience of playing the original. They're for people that have played and beaten the original. You're gonna get a lot of changes to the story in big ways and small ways. That's all I'm gonna say.
Named Bruno.
Yeah, I know Bruno. You must want to find him badly. I'll bring him here for you, okay?
You will?
Yeah, stay right here.
All right, I'll be waiting.
Sorry, Zack, you're getting tricked.
6.5 hours later. Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer.
Wait a little longer.
I'm going to keep you in this hell until you realize it on your own, Zack.
Does that actually happen?
No.
5.5 hours later.
I swear in this year I'm gonna buy a lot of Doritos, 10 liters of soda, and finish all 3 games. The third part of the remake saga is not out yet. But you could do remake, Crisis Core, and Rebirth. Just be aware that Rebirth is gonna take a long time. Is a long-ass game. This is a prison of your own making, Zack. You shouldn't have put me in control of this.
Ugh, that's it. How far did she have to go?
Now I'm gonna beat up 2 kids!
Huh? Hey! That's the kid who took...
She's in on it, dude.
No, you talked too soon. You know, I was just about to catch him.
That's not real at all.
Aren't you trying to help him get away?
Bro, it's the same hair of Cloud. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between the two for good reason.
Come on, man.
Zack!
Hey, Aerith. Did you find him yet?
Not yet, but give me time. Please?
Watch it be like all of this is a grand conspiracy that the entire town is on, including Aerith. Cloud, you dated your father's girlfriend. Not his father, but someone he worked alongside during his Shinra days.
I mean, it could be taken as a mentor in a sense of things.
Basically his mentor, yeah.
I think that's the closest thing we'd call it, right?
In a very twisted definition of the word, yes, he would be.
Hey.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a little boy named Bruno. He looks like this.
I haven't seen... Wait, I did see him.
Really?
That way, I think.
He went that away.
Yes, way down there.
They're
now
in
get
on
the
it.
fuck.
Hey! Wait, he's over by you.
I knew it. The entire town is in on it.
He's gone.
He probably was bribed.
Hey, lady, what gives?
I didn't mean to trick you. I just have really bad eyesight.
You will after I give you 2 black eyes.
I wonder if Aerith is still looking. All by herself.
I'm sure Aerith isn't in on it, but like everyone else, like, dang.
Excuse me.
What do you need?
No, I'm not shopping.
All right.
I'm looking for a kid named Bruno who took my wallet. Maybe you've seen him around? He looks like this.
Never seen him, but I'll keep an eye out.
Uh-huh.
You're the man. Thanks. Where did he go? There he is. Hey, mister! That's him! Get him!
Whoa! This kid's pretty fast.
Hey, what's the deal?
Yeah, he's just like, I don't care.
Zack, you're a superhuman. Like,
Really not that quick on my feet.
You had no intention.
you're superhuman. You should be able to catch him. I've seen you do bigger shit than this.
Come on, man.
Oh, I see. I'll come back.
Hey, Aerith,
Zack!
did you find him yet?
No. But Give me more time.
Jesus Christ, Aerith!
Plot twist, Aerith is in on it now too.
That's what I've been saying.
This is all just a giant game.
Zack.
There's no need to look so worried. It's just bad luck. Hey, why don't we look together?
But
Oh, she's looking sad.
Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna yell at him straight from the top.
I'm gonna yell at him after making him think I'm gonna go easy on him.
Really?
Is it just me, or is it strange seeing Aerith in these clothes? I mean, it's not iconic. I mean, none of the characters, none of the Final Fantasy VII characters in this game, apart from ones like Sephiroth, that you see in this game are wearing their iconic outfits because it's earlier in the timeline.
Then you stay here and keep an eye out. I'll go take a look around town.
Like, if I remember correctly, we see Tifa in this game, and she's wearing her outfit from the flashback sequence in Final Fantasy VII, where she's dressed like a cowgirl.
Yep, she is in this game.
Which is one of her best outfits, and not just because it's my Texan blood boiling when I see that.
I mean, our Texan blood boy.
I found you.
Whoa! Okay, no more running.
Finally! All right, you know what you did was bad, don't you? You should never steal from people.
Zack?
Because it's very, very wrong. Now, tell me why you did it.
Yes, tell me why you sent me on this Oh, fuck you! Kill the kid! Kill the kid!
Did you really steal?
He'll listen to Aerith.
I see.
So why did you do that? You know, Aerith believed in you.
Damn, I miss Undertale in these times.
You're a good boy. You can shut me out, but tell Aerith the truth.
Do you need money? Tell me why.
I need medicine, but my wallet was eaten by a monster.
Next, you're gonna tell me that your dog ate your homework.
I thought, if he's your friend, he might give me a break.
Bruno, this was bad. You know that. Don't do it again.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now we're friends again.
In this world, this is a good excuse.
Zack, you agree?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yes.
Because that is something that could happen in this world.
You need medicine, right?
Yeah, it's for my grandpa. Huh? Really?
Leave it to me.
But it's dangerous.
Don't you worry. Monsters around here are cake.
Teacher, sorry for not doing the homework. A demigod destroyed my house while fighting a blonde dude with a big sword.
Stay here and wait with Bruno.
The monsters.
You know that's just a weekly happening here.
Here.
Take
back your wallet.
You need to take responsibility, and you're getting a 0. Alright. Let's save so we don't have to do all that bullshit again. I always wanted a Final Fantasy game with Persona vibes, you know what I mean? Depends on whether you mean, like, the freaky aspect or the, like, dating sim aspect. In which case, that's what internet fan games are for, my dude. The art style? Oh. I thought you meant for, like, you know, having a cast of waifus you can date, in which case, that is basically Rebirth. The art style, the attacks of the battles, bro, it's so good. Yeah, I haven't played much Persona, but I agree. I agree, that would be amazing. Can I say something? You guys might judge me. We tend not to judge people here, so go ahead.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Almost fell down the stairs bringing down Lulu her food.
It's about the Persona 5 teacher. Go ahead. We're not gonna judge you for any taste in fictional women you have, as long as it's not lowly shit.
Look, there's no judgment here.
I will judge you if you're. I will judge you if your waifu is someone like Kana from Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. I will judge you for that. But
that will
the
start,
Persona 5
a...
But if you got a thing for the teacher from Persona 5, I ain't gonna judge you. I don't blame you.
I was gonna say if it was Kana or something like underage, then we will start a
if it's someone who's very much a child, then yes, I will judge you. But if it's like, oh, the teacher in this game is sexy, then I'm like, I ain't gonna judge you. I'm not a furry, but I like Roosh the Bat to an unhealthy amount.
And I'm not a furry, but I like Vanilla the Rabbit. You okay, Miles?
Yeah, I'm just coughing and sneezing and stuff.
This is funny about the loli thing. Some time ago, I see people get angry about Joker giving hope to a little girl that likes him. But what the fuck, man? You want him to destroy the kid's heart? I mean, that part is like more so like a Japanese cultural thing, especially since Joker is supposed to be a teenager and not an adult. I'm talking more so about, like, you know...
Kana from Dragon Maid.
Kana from Dragon Maid, where she's played up to be, like, you know, basically a kindergartner. A kindergartner by her own species standards, and people are, like, sexualizing her. That's not what I'm talking about. Like, what you're talking about is, like, that's not what I'm talking about, from my limited knowledge of Persona 5. Because I haven't gotten very far in it.
I have never played a Persona game.
One thing I will say is weird is that one of the romances you can kind of do in Persona 3 is between, even though they don't know it at the time they're talking, is between the protagonist and his teacher.
The only game that is even Persona-esque or art style-wise that I played was Catherine. That is the closest I've ever gotten.
Yeah, Catherine, I remember that game.
All right.
It was a trip.
I'm thinking I've reached a good wrap-up point for now. We've been going for about a little over 3 hours. And we'll continue with getting this shitty-ass kid his wallet back next time I play this.
Okay.
Gotta be honest, I just played this game because my friend sold the game for me with the exact phrase, you can date a teacher in this game. See, that I can understand from a real-life perspective, because it's like a wish fulfillment for, like, a specific thing that you like, where you are an adult playing this. But if it's like, oh, I'm an adult and I want to get with this tiny little kid, then I'm like, okay, that says a lot of bad things about you.
No, that is where we all start a Deus Vult.
Yes,
that is where we start a crusade.
But yes, thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's see who we're gonna raid tonight. And thank you for the raid, Yap Alonso, if you're still here. If not, then I hope to see you again soon, Yap Alonso. I like having you raid.
Made myself some ramen to help my throat.
Let's see, we are going to... You know what? Because of the stuff that's been going on with this person, and because it's an 8-year anniversary stream for them, we are going to raid Iron Mouse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
We are going to raid Iron Mouse. Don't expect her to notice us, but still, give her all the support you can, especially for the charity that she's continuing to skyrocket raising money for. Especially after all she's been through. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to my co-host for co-hosting. Thank you to my chatters for keeping me company. Thank you to Yap Alonso for the raids. I'll see you on Wednesday. Until then, unpleasant dreams.
We're heading out. Praise Charizard.
Praise Charizard.
Good night, everybody. Where'd the raid button go?
It vanished.
Yeah, the raid button just grayed itself out.
It's like, no, we can't raid anybody.
This is the non-first time that this has happened to me.
Oh my goodness. Oh, my throat.
So I guess we're not raiding Iron Mouse.
Well, dang.
This is not the first time this has happened. And, I never know what to do during it. Let's see if it'll let me raid level 99 Gaming Wiz.
Raiding failed. We'll get him next time.
No, it's not letting me raid him either, I think. Okay, now I can raid him. Okay, just won't let me raid Iron Mouse. Damn. Still, support Iron Mouse if you can. Again,
give
level 99 Gaming
love.
Wiz your warmest welcomes. He's playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Until Wednesday, good night, everybody.
Right?